flowing like water. Drunk or sober, we not leaving till this fete.
Haji Bundle crossed the Kalapani in the early 1880s. Life in colonial Trinidad was very hard.
Despite the many challenges encountered, she says their perseverance has helped to shape this nation and its leaders. The Prime Minister urged citizens to honor the stories that precedes their existence, as she underscored the importance of mutual respect and unity.
For the Indians, 181 years to go out of Africa, more years than that. All who came, they crossed the dark waters to land here in TNT. All our ancestors, TNT, came on different ships. Today, we sail together in the same beautiful, unique boat called Trinidad and Tobago.
The event began with a procession from the Heritage Dam to the Heritage Ground and ended with a family day celebrating our rich heritage, culture and community. A beachgoer in Tobago fought back against bandits and disarmed one attacker, while police also seized drugs during a separate operation yesterday. Police reports indicate that around 1:30 p.m. on May 30th, a 67-year-old man was resting in his vehicle at Back Bay Beach, Mount Irvin, when two masked men approached. One, armed with a firearm, robbed him of $1,000. During the ordeal, the weapon was placed on the seat, giving the victim a chance to grab it. The suspects fled into nearby bushes. Police later recovered a Glock 21 pistol with ammunition. In a separate anti-drug exercise in Bon Accord, officers seized 179 grams of cannabis, a scale and a phone after a suspect escaped. An investigation is underway into a social media post purportedly from a police officer claiming he received personal threats related to a matter before the courts. In a statement, Deputy Commissioner of Police Suzette Martin addresses the viral post that alleges that an envelope containing what appeared to be 3 rounds of ammunition was found. The statement noted that reports of threats, intimidation or interference with the administration of justice are treated with the highest level of seriousness. Threats against police officers are considered attacks on the rule of law. The TTPS is taking all necessary steps to protect the officer and uphold the integrity of the justice system. DCP Martin assured that the matter is receiving priority attention. In sport, head coach of the TNT men's football team, Derek King, acknowledged that poor defending and mistakes cost them in the 5-0 defeat to South Korea in an international friendly in Utah.
We defend discipline, for that first period. It's something that, we had to continue working, especially when we play against tough opponents. Mistakes will cost you. I think we gave away our first goal. Korea score was a very soft goal. And the second one was kind of a silly error, with the first penalty.
And that's what's making news this morning. When we come back, the Trinidad and Tobago Today morning show gets going. We'll be right back.
More news, more access, more ways to stay informed. That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Looking for professional printing and personalized creations all in one place? Well, Latinda Printing and Publishing Company Limited delivers quality traditional printing services, from flyers, brochures, business cards, bill books, binding, planners, publishing and more. And when it's time to add that custom touch, Yasana Laser Print transforms everyday items into personalized keepsakes, mugs, pens, keychains, apparel, gifts and branded products made just for you. Professional printing, creative customization. Latinda Printing and Publishing Company Limited and Yasana Laser Print. Call 665-2269 for Latinda and 703-7959 for Yasana Laser Print, or visit them at 240 Caroni Savannah Road, Charleville, Chagonas. Print it, personalize it, make it unforgettable.
The world's greatest football tournament is here, and Why everybody coming by my house?
Dad, you serious? We have Digicel Plus and Rush Sports. What do you expect?
Hey, where are they going?
This season, your home could become football capital with the new Digicel Plus Omni TV plans. Enjoy 350 megabits internet, plus up to 158 TV channels, including Rush Sports. Perfect for every moment, every celebration, and every... Catch the FIFA World Cup on Rush Sports with Digicel Plus. Visit a Digicel store and sign up today.
From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues and the stories that matter most to you, this is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked! This is Destra, and right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it loud.
Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Mandy Williams and Lennox Smith.
shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Time check. It's 9 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. I must say a pleasant good morning to the sister Isle Tobago. Tobago, a pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting those of you that are locked on to us right here on Facebook and on YouTube. But it's Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT on YouTube. And not forgetting Talk City 91.1 FM on Facebook, Talk City 91.1 FM on YouTube. Good morning to each and every one of you. Wendy and John, a pleasant good morning. T-Mal, good morning to you. Peter Samlal Singh, good morning. Carmen. Hey, Tara Reyes, a pleasant good morning to you. Samantha, good morning. And Jackman, a pleasant good morning to you. Ann Brown, good morning.
And who could ever stop us? And if our
Elizabeth, a pleasant good morning to you.
and what can stand against
Baby, my baby, a pleasant good morning to you. Teacher Balmain, good morning.
could ever
Video out in Vancouver, a pleasant good morning to you.
God is with us?
Ravi,
What can stand against?
up there in Marbella, a pleasant good morning. Not forgetting aka postman.com, Ravi. His father, everybody that I look on, a pleasant good morning to you all. A and 8 doubles and roti, good morning. Mommy Juice, how we are going? The Iron Lady, out there.
God is greater.
Hey, Ryan Ali John, good morning. Bisnat Pasad, pleasant good morning. And Wendy and John, good morning. Elizabeth, I tell you morning already. Krishna, good morning to you. Hey, do that more, a pleasant good morning. 007, good morning. Frank James, how we going? Dave Maharaj, good morning. Jamila Khan, good morning to you. Anthony Ford, my brother. Ah, boy. Richard Jamaraj, good morning to you. Bujam John, outing. Nadira, what's up, girlie? Hafiz Adi Mohammed, good morning to you. Barup, where are they? You're back up there in Canada, there, boy? Let me know, man. Rick Lutchman, good morning to you. Marilyn C. Charan, a pleasant good morning to you. Oh, go forget Matilda Rhodes, good morning to you. Anne Marie Amin, how are you going? Hey, Anne Marie Raj Gobin. Ah, boy, this is the first time I've seen this name. You know, saying hi. Oh, I see this name already, maybe forgot it. Well, we all know, but a pleasant good morning to you. Well, you are one of my Anne Maries. I have a lot of Anne Maries, you know. Yeehaw! Eleanor, you going back with that husky voice thing? I thought I romancing, you know, when you're really realizing I have a Stevie Wonder voice, eh? Michael Bolton, eh? Anne Marie
Turned into wine.
Eleanor.
Open the eyes of
Listen to the voice, Eleanor.
There's no one like you.
Eleanor.
None like you.
My voice not hoxy.
You shine.
My voice is pretty. Eleanor, please
We ride.
leave me
No one.
with my nice voice. Yeah!
None like you.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. But you are higher than any other.
Hey, Sherry Ann Shepherd, good morning to you. Hey, Marlene, Cambridge, a pleasant good morning. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. A lot of you, eh? Michael Scotland, good morning to you. A and D. Yes, a pleasant good morning.
Into the darkness you shine.
I must say a pleasant good morning to Mr. Mohammed. Hey, good morning, Mr. Mohammed.
We rise. There's no
Hey, Rick Lutzman, a pleasant good morning.
one like you.
MTR, Sally, a pleasant good morning to you. Abigail, how are you going? Pinda,
God is strong.
Abina Pinda, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Raul Posad, how are you going? Gloria Escala. Gloria, yeah, how are you going? I feel like you don't talk to me these days. You know. What happened? We are words. Hey, Raj Pati. What's me? Some serious Indian names are bouncing up here, you know. Oh boy, oh boy.
God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power.
Yes, sir, man. Sure, pleasant good morning to you, Farmer Kane. Kane Farmer, good morning. Tracy Thomas, how are you going? I think first time I'm seeing that name. Welcome to the Ground Report. You might be there, but first time you're saying hi, good morning, eh? Well, good morning to you, Tracy Thomas. Make sure and let other people, family members and friends know where they must look on to. Monday to Friday. Where what station? 91.1 FM. What's the program? The Ground Report. With who? The Pitbull, a bad dog. Ruff, ruff. And the big Wood Man. Word Man.
For us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand?
They say he have a 5 acres somewhere there and he have wood plant now. They say but he tree and them growing short and thin. I don't know, so you gotta fertilize them trees, something you gotta do with them tree and them you gotta, you know, just plant them forests, them they have like 5 acres of land and thing they. I think they say Lennox Smith get through with that now. And he planted about 15 years ago, you know, he's supposed to be cutting wood there no way. Them sawmill and them supposed to go with them wood and them from his land. They say after 15 years, he wood and them about only 4 foot tall. And they say it thin, they can't get no about that. They say the saw in the sawmill fatter than the wood on them that he plant. I don't know, boy. I don't know, but I'm a partner. So we go just have to teach him how to organize and he have to fertilize. He have to know what to do for he want to grow big now. And he go get the thickness of the sawmill and them, you know, them furniture factories and them furniture outlets. They go get good cedar and what we call pitch pine and thick. Yeah, they'll get thick. Where's our next place? Where you is our next one with flowers, plenty flowers just drop. Mahogany. Yeah, they'll get mahogany, all kind of thing. They say they know, like it's only bamboo.
Bang, 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 bang.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
I wonder when he was planting that forest there with all that thing they inherit after 15, 20 years. I wonder, you know, you're supposed to. He was supposed to stand up because remember he's a short man. And then he sit down because you know with coconut tree, they started sit down and you wait for the moon and you plant it and they say time the tree reach 3 foot. You gain coconut already. So me you know Lennox Smith he done short there so. You understand? He was supposed to get a pigtail bucket. You understand? Stand up on a pigtail bucket and plant the wood and them eat down eat tree and them out there. He look like he's still sitting on a plant now with the boy. I can't understand them tree them there. Oh boy, this fella here, boy. Bright fella, you know, boy. But you have to know the semantics of the mantics now. Because when I ask him about Obia, he don't know about that, but he's a Baptist. High spirit, man. Big with all them heads and them. I can't understand this. But he don't know the semantics of the semantics when it is you're organizing to plant wood to sell. Well, trees to get turned into wood to sell. I don't know. Hey, let me say a pleasant good morning to United Times. Good morning to you, my brother.
Good morning, Andy.
And then you
good morning, Trinidad.
Hey, you got a bucket. You got a bucket and stand up on it. What barrel? Which one?
Is that a fact though? I've heard some of the older generation talk about stooping down and planting coconut trees. This is not the first time I heard about that. You know, does that really work?
Yeah. I buy some coconut
trees. Is it that you have to graft a tree that is a dwarf?
No. You have to sit down and wait for the moon. And I tell the guy coconut tree where I standing up with my, I could bend down to ring coconut.
Wow. Did you plant the tree?
I planted. Yes, I planted myself. Telling you, and I didn't. So I sit down on a bucket, a pigtail bucket.
What moon do you look for?
I look for the.
Is it the full moon?
Yeah, I look for the full moon.
Oh wow!
Me know what moon that might be the quarter moon.
This is something from the ancient teaching.
Ancient. I don't know what moon he see. He maybe didn't see a moon, but them treat them in.
Good morning, Lennox.
Lennox Smith. A pleasant good morning to you, my brother. How are you? This morning.
Good morning, my friend. Good morning, my friend. Good morning to all and sundry, east, west, north, south, central in Trinidad. good folks, of course, in Tobago and indeed wherever you are in the world today, present good day. Well, as you're talking about forests and trees and planting and so on, I want to tell you that there is a thought that wherever Lennox Smith plant his forest, he normally gets plenty birds.
All right, sir. All right, sir.
Yeah, plenty birds, my friend.
Now,
Yes,
I really realize that. I realize after. In truth, that forest with them small, short, thin tree, them there, have plenty birds in truth, boy. Way. I realize that
yes,
after.
Yeah. And it's so much so that it'll make people like you jealous.
I planted good tree, but no birds ain't coming at all. Oh, shucks. I ain't helping.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, I ain't helping Natia. But at least you helping Natia, partner. You make a big move there. You helping Natia. Yeah,
I hear you, my friend. I hear you. Yes, that's about trees and nature. We're talking about birds, and we're talking about, of course, wood. Yes, and the possibility of helping continue to damage the environment by extracting wood from forests and things. I am not that inclined. I prefer to attract the birds. Yes.
Then you're cutting the trees. All right.
Yes.
Wow,
yes.
You're a nature man, boy. You ain't interfering like we see the Amazon and them thing way by you. You're good, yeah.
Yeah. I don't want the whole question of greenhouse gases and the melting of the ice at both poles, and then the sea rise, and then Trinidad and Tobago get drowned in the because as a consequence of that. So I would prefer to make sure that my forests attract the birds.
Oh boy, Trinidad and Tobago. It's a Gong Report, Monday edition, right here, Boise, Makano. A pleasant good morning to you and Malcolm X, all of you. For those of you that I forgot your names, just send Malay Holler right on WhatsApp, you know that. And I'm going to hail you all out. It is what it is. Mr. Clarence and Faye, good morning to you all. Big Ram, how we are going? All of you, all. And who again we forgot? The Nigel Black, I forgot you, boy. Good morning to you. And Maria, I done tell you a pleasant good morning already. And Brown here. Don't forget your word of today. Eh? It's at 7. Just looking for the sign. It's 7:30 in fact. Radhika.
7:30, yeah.
Yeah, Radhika Ramjit. How we are going? Well, let's see you, my co-host here. He's planting forests, attract birds to help make sure greenhouse gases and thing. And Trinidad end up jogging and the ice and all them thing up there. So he's a nature man only. He's a nature man. That's what we're talking about. Rick Lutchman, a pleasant good morning to you. Calvary Spirit. I ain't see a while. Where at? Only and from today onwards, anyhow, we do have to say. This is what time it is. Nas, Ali, and Mr. Ali, a pleasant good morning to you all. Hey, Petra. All right, Petra Love. Well, look at her name now. Petra Love. Hey, Majid Ali. Oh boy, I hope I pronounce that correctly. But all of you in your thousands that are done on. But here it is. Only just give me 1 minute. Quick minute here. Don't touch that dial. I just need 1 quick minute while anybody dead, Lennox Smith? I need to do something before we go into those headliners.
Yes, we had a police shooting, associated shooting. A young man appeared to be did not take instructions from the police in a particular situation and met his demise. And of course, I'm seeing where there is since during the SOE, some 14 police associated deaths took place. That is not a good record at all for a small country like ours. And we have to do much better, because if we want to expose ourselves to new areas for income generation, particularly that of foreign exchange, and depending and dependent on the rest of the globe to, of course, assist us in that regard by way of tourism, for example, and investment. We need to have a better record than that. So I'm appealing to the authorities who would be frontal in this situation to be conscious. That's all.
Be conscious. Well, Trinidad and Tobago, you all know at the end of the day that maxi drivers decide to strike today. So we will want to know exactly what's going on. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Anderson Wilson on the beatum. Anderson Wilson, well, you are there at the beatum this morning. Welcome to the Ground Report. You're wearing a different hat this morning. You're going to bring clean, credible news to the people of Trinidad and Tobago on how transportation is looking on the bus route this morning. Anderson Wilson, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Andy, Lennox Smith, Director. Andy, right now I'm watching the priority bus route. There seem to be about 3 maxis working still. People had head out on the main road to get transportation. As we speak, have 1 maxi going down. Like but the buses is always open to the protective services and them. We have more police vehicles. And I want the public to know, Andy, people on the beatum, does not have a reason to really come out and protest. And since yesterday, they have these 2 big buses just circling the beatum. They have soldiers, police march down, 2 cheaper soldiers, and the list to go on and on. And the highway right now are police officers, the priority buses are police. I think, I don't know if the public, if the motorists, if the Minister of Transportation should open that priority bus to the public. Because I don't know if it's the public or members of the public or people on the whole owing these maxi people or something. But as I told people coming from Arima, if they're going to Port of Spain, try and get the Arima highway.
Let me ask something. Around these hours, time check now, exactly 26 minutes past the, 28 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. How do the bus route look around this time?
6 o'clock, Andy.
As fellas said, we can go on the bus route and play football.
You can go on the bus route and play football now. And
yeah,
around this hour, 28 minutes past 6 on the morning, how it normally does be?
Busy, yeah, maxi.
You can get bounced out.
You can hear maxi every 30 seconds. You can hear maxi every 11 and the highway side and only can hear maxi passing on the party. That's why all you see is police vehicle alone. And we want the public to know, beat some people are not on no blocking no road. We some people more talking about, oh God, boy, what we do the ANC, and this is kind of thing they're talking about, no work, they're talking about employment.
All right, thank you very much. I tell you, we're in a different hat. You are a reporter in the beatum this morning, Anderson Wilson. Great job just bringing that news for us, letting us know. Well, we know now it's confirmed. Around this hour, 29 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock, on a normal Monday to Friday, every 30 seconds you're going to hear a maxi pass, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. At this point in time, they are saying on the bus route at this point in time, they are saying they can play a little small goal there. It is just trickling very small. So Lennox Smith, it looked like those are maxi taxi drivers holding their end. But what was the reason, Lennox Smith, for they now holding their end and are striking at this point in time?
Very, 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 very well thought of question at this point in time. And yes, it's about 4 issues, all of which spanning over 10 years from the officials that would have, from the Maxi Taxi Association that would have delivered the reasoning why today, because one wondered, out of the blue, if that was some kind of epiphany or some kind of eureka moment, and they decided, of course, to engage. But it appears over the weekend they did do some cleanup at the transit depository, I'd like to call it, down at Port of Spain. And then, of course, what we learned is that one, there was the whole question of the increase in cost of their badges, which I think might also have been a recent thing, but it appears that it was a discussion that was taking place a very long time ago. That's one. Two, the dilapidated state of some of the transit hubs, and one for Arima in particular, and I understand that the one in Sangre Grande is almost non-existent because of the state of the state of disrepair that it is in. And I think there are two other issues which I don't seem to recollect here, but I think one would have been, I think there is still an outstanding amount going to the association coming out of a court judgment where they were supposed to get back some money. So because they were being charged illegally by the PTSD authorities. So I think that is one as well. And I think there's a fourth one that has slipped me, but I will get it during the course of the program. So that is the rationale behind it. And oh yes, a very important one, I think, and that is the transferring.
Lennox, sorry for disturbing you. Sorry for disturbing you. We have online here the president of the Maxi Taxi Association.
Oh, right, beautiful.
Mr. Hewitt. You know that. And Harry boy. Mr. Hewitt, a pleasant good morning to you.
Yeah, neighbor.
Yes.
I day, partner, neighbor, I day. Tell the people your position in the Maxi Taxi arena, please. And your name.
What's the reason for the boycott?
Yes, go ahead.
I am the president of the Association of Maxi Taxis.
Right. Reason for calling. We just get we know that the Maxi Taxis were going on strike. Mr. President, we know they was going on strike. All right. This morning we get a report from the BTM, from one of our very own on the BTM, there, Anderson Wilson, who tell us Monday to Friday, normally around the hour of 6:30, every 30 seconds you can see here a Maxi on the bus route. He said so far he might be see about 4-5 that they can play small goal on the bus route at this point in time. What says thou on that, and why? Why now?
Well, we have been asking for the longest while for payments. One, we have issues with the PBR section, the red band section. We have issues with all the routes, with the proliferation of the P-cars and the white vans, and you know what I mean. We have been. I'm gonna tell you something here. I've seen it again. We have a minister that don't speak to the president.
What?
He rather go. And I'm telling you, he rather go.
You are saying that the honorable what the busman always is called Eli Zachar. You are saying that Eli Zachar. Eli. Eli.
Okay, nice.
Eli Zachar. Eli. What do you mean? What is his first name? Eli. He's lying.
I never say that, brother.
No, oh, you asked me what is his first name, and his first name is Eli.
Yeah.
All right. Lennox, better you think as well, because the man just referred to the first name.
Yeah, well, tell us again, what are the issues? Just remind the population, because remember, the public would want to know, having been affected by this, what I consider boycott, if for want of a better term, apparent boycott. So tell us, what's the outstanding issues?
We have been taking licks left, right, and center. Left, right, and center. Right now, as we speak, the government owe us more than $10 million. Right? We have been paid one fortnight in January, and the rest is outstanding. Okay?
Okay.
There is a lot.
And that outstanding money is in connection with what?
With the school children, carrying the school children to school.
Did you get your full payment with respect to that court matter where they said that it was illegal to collect that fee some time ago? Is that still something?
Money has started to be paid, and we collect all, I suppose.
Let me ask a question where you know some people politically will want to ask. How long those fees have been owed to you all, and why now? And how do you all protest under the former government to see if you could retrieve some of those fees?
This money that is being owed is under the UNC government from January. It has nothing with no former government. This money is being owed by the UNC government from January.
Oh,
from since they come in office.
So all it was fully paid before?
No, the payers gave us some money to make December month.
All right.
Right? December this year, we were being owed $10 million. And they paid some money, and we're being owed $10 million again.
All right.
So
So
the benchmark for paying is $10 million.
right. So so it's confirmed that the UNC, this money that is owed to you all by the UNC government, not the former government.
January.
From January
this year.
From January this year.
One fortnight.
Okay.
Gentlemen, I have to leave.
No problem.
And you know why.
Yeah.
Right?
Thanks so much, Mr. President, for giving us the opportunity right here on the Gong Report. And watch where we get the opportunity before TV6 here, because that we going one day. That will we talking about Trinidad and Tobago. The Gong Report program, we bad like that.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Mandy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Let's go for that needed break and come back, because we have a lot of... Go ahead, Lennox Smith.
And I noticed he was trying to lampoon or make a mockery of the word or the name Eli.
I don't know.
I wonder why.
No, the man never say. I asked him if he's lying. He said he never said that. He was just saying that the man's name is Eli.
But he asked you to repeat the name about 3 times. And I didn't hear him.
The minister...
I didn't hear the same for Zakaru.
Eli Zakaru. Zakaru.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that the man's name is Eli Zakaru. So it had 2 parts. A first name and a second name.
No, but when I say Zakaru, he say yes, that's the name. He said yes. Eli Zakaru. He said yes, that's the name. So he confirmed that's the name, sir.
And then he asked you to
repeat the first one. Yeah, it wasn't. He didn't hear me too clear now, because I don't know the same.
I see.
My voice.
Good excuse. But let's go for the break, and when we come back more on this edition of the Gong Report.
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation.
Are we in for a super over? I've got to go quick. I've got to go quick.
From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports with Nasira Mohammed, daily at 7 p.m.
The world's greatest football tournament is here, and...
why everybody coming by my house?
Dad, you serious? We have Digicel Plus and Rush Sports. What do you expect?
Hey, where are they going? This season, your home could become football capital with the new Digicel Plus Omni TV plans. Enjoy 350 megabits internet, plus up to 158 TV channels, including Rush Sports. Perfect for every moment, every celebration, and every... Catch the FIFA World Cup on Rush Sports with Digicel Plus. Visit a Digicel store and sign up today.
From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues and the stories that matter most to you, this is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
This is Destra. Right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Mandy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy. Well, we had over the weekend. Yes, over the weekend we know we had a holiday there on a Saturday, Indian Arrival Day. Many people were celebrating in various quarters, but many people also was a little sulky, saying, "Oh, rain." Lennox Smith, where you went celebrating, or did you went anywhere celebrating Indian
I had
Arrival?
a wonderful time, and I want to commend, of course, the organizers of the Nelson George Street Committee for that wonderful family day on Saturday. I mean, it was brilliant. I did, in fact, beseech, and we did have a coverage from TTT. So I want to thank, of course, the TTT for recording that historic and very splendid turnout of residents in a spirit of camaraderie, and of course announcing the fact that it is of course Indian Arrival Day, but that does not take away the family nature of it, because that would have meant families coming together, even though of course they would, of course, the Kalahani and the and the Indian Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean to reach here. Well, of course, we have settled here, and if all of us are here as proud Trinbagonians.
Yeah, well, let me ask something, Lennox Smith. Let me ask something. On that crowd here, which part you all had that gathering to celebrate Indian Arrival Day, my brother? Which part?
On George Street. George Street, right in front of my office. Yes,
nice. And how much of those people there from George Street area there, I heard you all had a big crowd, have a forefather that have a descent that come from India? How much of them here straight? How much of them here straight?
Very few.
You had some Indian there with you? In George Street there?
Yeah, there are Indians, yes, but very, very few, comparatively speaking, and for obvious reasons. It's the East-West corridor, and that's where the African
right. But how much of the few Indians come out to that George Street thing there? Wonderful celebration on over the weekend. How much of are them?
Those.
I just call them Negro Indian. I just call them Negro Indian. Them is a different kind of Indian. Negro Indian is called.
Whether you call them that or not, the fact is that they are Indian descendants, and they would have they live there. And in fact, I want to say
them living among them people in George Street, boy.
Yes. Thanks to Mango
and they living good. They living good.
Very good.
Very good. Advantage in them Indian people, them there, boy.
They are doing their part.
I want to know if there's advantage in Indian people living there.
I would not comment on that. I'm just saying that they're doing their part.
All
right. And I want to commend, of course, Mangaroos and all the surrounding communities for coming out as well. Usually, of course, they would have been branded as, of course, being subjected to the borderline. Well, there was no borderline on this occasion. The place was painted all in white, and I always dreamt of a Laventil where you drive on the main road and you look up to the north and you only see streets painted in white. Well, yesterday give me a sort of manifestation of that vision, and to tell me that that is really possible, because those young people, they came out with the whitewash and so on and painted off the wall. If you go up there now, you'd see that. And then they got, of course, the county, well, not the council, but the borough, not the city council, to wash the streets down. All the vehicles, one of my vehicles had to be towed because it is supposed to be under repair, and to the next street. And I was glad to, of course, give the consent so to do, to make sure that, you know, all the football and all the athletics and so on took place, and the tug of war. I mean, it was just a fantastic coming together of the community, something that I always dreamt of, and I hope that it could continue like this throughout into the future.
All right then. Oh boy. Hold 1 minute again. It's the ground report. I don't see where somebody headliners here, but it's not that I am going on. I just want one quick minute here. All right. This is it here, man. I like how the morning start. It start nice, boy.
One day, morning. Lay Anderson talk. We want to know if the people need work or they don't need work. Let the man talk by your silence in the man fall. Let we hear what it is he had to say.
Why are you beating up?
You're silencing the man, Dandy.
No, why you not telling the truth? Why you being dishonest, so partner? Anderson Wilson was just called this morning to be a news anchor based on this massive maxi strike. It's about 5,000 maxis would not be on the road, and he was wearing the hat of an anchor. When he called back in, then he could talk about the food that he need to eat and the work that he ain't get, right? Sir, so please don't bully the pit bull, right? Let's continue.
Oh, Lord.
Good morning. I hope you all are doing wonderful this morning. Andy and Lennox, I want to tell you all something. You see, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, she has let everybody down. You see, when she was campaigning, she was visible, she was present, and she endorsed this catchphrase: when UNC wins, everybody wins. But nobody is winning. except those who are governing the country. I was one from the very onset. Since this government came into power, I said we are not seeing the Prime Minister. And I was viciously attacked by you, Lennox Smith. There's a man who attacks every contribution that I make in the most vile manner, and sometimes you will have to cut him off. And it's people are actually waking up and realizing that fact now. The reason why people are protesting, not because they dislike the Prime Minister, is all they are just doing is asking for the Prime Minister to do her job. And we are not seeing this lady. Rather than come forward and oversee what our ministers are doing and ensure that they are delivering at least 90%, she is now attacking people on social media. And what is hurtful, the Prime Minister closed down CPEP and URP and put hundreds of workers on the breadline without a job. And she even complained that there were 8,000 plus schools in CPEP, right? So where that money was going, and people are now at home, they have no income, and they are hungry, they cannot buy clothes, they have bills to pay, the children have to drop out of school. But yet we are paying a Prime Minister $90,000 a month, and we are not hearing anything from her. We don't see her, right? She appears to be hiding in plain sight. And what really going on? You cannot run the country through a phone, and every minute the Prime Minister is making reckless, callous, ridiculous, sometimes nonsensical statements, attacking people like Alyssa Phillip and also the general citizens of this country. And we are getting a lot of lies from the government. People are struggling in this country. They don't have money, and this Prime Minister is behaving like a giant inside here. People have lost their jobs, while this Prime Minister does nothing and is behaving like a big queen sitting down there. This really is the worst. Imagine people are asking back for Rowley to be the Prime Minister of this country.
Who asking for
And
Rowley?
furthermore, I have been getting calls from Cuba, Colombia, Venezuela, Mexico, Jamaica, and other countries in the Caribbean. People are calling me and asking me what kind of lousy, shabby government we have here running this country. Yeah, people are complaining to me about it, saying that this government is doing a terrible job. And Andy and Lennox, right? You all continue to take up for the government in every single thing that is happening. You see what the Prime Minister did to Gypsy? She will do the same thing to you all just now.
Right, all my question is, who tell you the people were back Rowley won? Next question that I will ask that are very funny. You could have stated that the Prime Minister doing this, doing that, and it's not looking good if it go. But yet still you state in the next breath that you're not seeing the Prime Minister, you're not hearing the Prime Minister. On one side you're saying you're seeing it, you're not seeing. On next side you're advocating on things based on she attacking this one, she doing that. But you seen she, to me, Lennox Smith, quick before we go to the next voice note. What is your sort out with that voice note?
His own words would have defied and of course emphasized the contradiction, because he said that she's hiding in plain sight. We say hiding in plain sight. That's an oxymoron, but I mean it speaks volumes that she's in plain sight and somehow she's hiding. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, but Lennox Smith, is it now that Bustman is the Minister of Foreign Affairs and buses across Cuba, Colombia, and all those places, that he's getting calls all over the Caribbean? Like he's a union man now?
Well, you know, I left that alone deliberately because I wanted your prelude or your intervention before, because of course that is clearly a figment of a very lucid and fertile imagination. But I suppose he is doing that to give the ground report credit, because as a result of airing him, people from Colombia and so on are calling him.
But the man is a
That's the
union man.
conclusion I
Boy.
could draw.
Yeah, the man is a big union man out there now. Let's go. Let's continue Trinidad and Tobago. Let's go.
Andy, good morning to you, Lennox, Mikey, Nigel, and to everybody out here. If you want to see the face of hypocrisy and no shame, look at Penelope Beckers and the PNM. Imagine they're advertising that they're having a candlelight vigil for on the 3rd of June, our threat to our democracy. But I want to ask Penelope Beckers, when Keith Rowley intercepted the merit list, wasn't that a threat to our democracy? Right? When they locked out our citizens out of the country, and only people who could have called Jelani from PNM Party Group number 6 could have come back in. That wasn't a threat. What about when they kidnapped Brent Thomas from Barbados and brought him back here? Wasn't that a threat to democracy? And what about the witness tampering with Vincent Nelson, paying the man 10 million and perks, right, giving him immunity and all this kind of thing with president pardon and whatever, to lie on Anand Ram Logan and Gerald Ramdeed? Wasn't that a threat to democracy? But you see, situational ethics and sanctimonious hypocrisy with them, right? They're trying hard to see how Tobago made them persona non grata. Well, they're trying now to build back something here in this country. But Andy, I am calling our citizens to be alert, right? I don't want to scare nobody. I don't want to be no mischief maker or whatever. But all these signs are there. All these signs of an unrest is there. And the PNM is pushing it just like how they pushed the 1990. I don't care. If you all remember that Sopo march just before the coup, some of you all will remember it, that Sopo march, which escalated into the coup, right? I am convinced more than ever now, when our democracy was under threat with the PNM, Keith Rowley and the PNM, Penelope Beckers was sleeping. She was like Rip Van Winkle. She played deaf, dumb, and blind. And today you come in now to disrupt this government. But you know what I found very strange? That gentleman who made the statement about the gangs coming together to deal with the police, how come they didn't distance themselves from that? How come the protesters did not distance themselves from that? Except, well, I can't remember his name, and I apologize for that. But the Muslim fella, when he made a video distancing himself from that statement, right? And that is what got Mrs. Prasad Bisesa vexed. Only the gangs coming together to threaten the police. I didn't say to the gentleman, only play back the tape. Play back the tape. But you see, you can't unring that bell. And nobody came out, not even all those against the government did not say a word about it, not a word in English. I didn't even hear nothing in Spanish either. But I want to tell Penelope Beckers, you can jump high, you can jump low, you can jump to the left, you can jump to the right. PNM ain't coming back here easy at all. If only feel, yes, people are a little bit upset with this government now, right? Imagine a 1-year-old government they wanted. What the PNM been doing 10 years, they wanted a 1-year-old government to do. But they forget the mess that this government had to clean up. So Penny, when you want to talk about threat to democracy, look inside Balisay House. Because you said that the UNC, this government, is a government of lies, victimization, and divisiveness, right? No, those are the watchwords of the PNM. Those are the watchwords. And apparently you have short-term memory. You didn't remember the skit with the two baboons, that what they call them? Dressed as baboons, and dressing the lady with the sari. What is that? What is that, Penny?
Nice. Let's go for that break.
If you have short-term memory, we have long-term memory. Thanks a lot, Andy. Take care.
Let's go for that break and come back. When we come back, more right here on the number one program, The Ground Report on 91.1 FM. Snipey.
TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Looking for something tasty? Then head down to Shamil's Food Place located at 502 Rochard Road, Penal, where flavor meets satisfaction every single day. From hot breakfast favorites like stewed liver and gizzard, their signature fried chicken sandwiches, hot sada roti, and fry bake with different veggies like fried aloo, bhaji, to mouth-watering lunch specials including curry duck, curried chicken, curried goat, stewed chicken, pilau, soups, fried rice, plain rice, dal, and their hot, tasty dal puri. And not forgetting the street food favorites, doubles, sahina, palori, and baigani with sauce to complement. Breakfast, lunches available Monday to Saturday. And they also do catering for any events, whether big or small. Bus Up Shot made by orders. So call or WhatsApp 317-3889 to order. Check them out at 502 Rochard Road, Penal. Shamil's Food Place.
Hard questions, honest answers, real conversations from the ground up. If you want to know what's really happening, don't miss the Ground Report. Weekday mornings on Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back. Yes, it's 3 minutes. Yes, 3 minutes to the hour of 7 o'clock. When you listen to the Ground Report. Lennox Smith in that 3 minutes there. What says though? Because I'm watching here in the papers here, seeing whereby TNT confident of securing a UN Security Council seat. Well, you know the headliners is the Maxi Taxis 3 days strike, right? TTPS probes death threats against cop police officer, right? So it look like police officers getting death threats now in the wake of all that police involved killing or shootings now.
Yeah. Well, of course, with respect to the United Nations exercise, Trinidad and Tobago did apply.
Hold one quick minute there. Let me just get a quick report from someone who drive the bus route from Port of Spain straight to Arima. Pleasant good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning. At what time that you were in City Gate? How City Gate was looking this morning?
Really clear coast.
So City Gate was clear this morning?
Clear, close. First time in history, I see something like that.
All right, and then going up the bus route now, you're accustomed making that route. How the bus route was looking? Based on vehicles?
A lot of people, no maxi. You've seen one red van maxis.
Big maxis,
but a lot
small
of people
maxis?
out there. Yeah, big, small.
Okay, but a
lot of commuters waiting, but very little maxis that we're seeing on the road. Okay.
All right.
Which is unusual. All right.
And Arima aspect now, in reaching Arima, how the bus hub, the maxi hub looking on that side?
A lot of people tend to be taking the PTSC bus this morning, but I travel the PTSC bus every morning from Port of Spain to Grandy. So, a lot of people, anything they see, they just put it on their hand and stopping, but to travel on the bus, you have to have a ticket.
Oh, they have no ticket?
Yeah, so I will advise anybody who's traveling to, find out what is fair for the buses and them and try to take the buses.
Oh, so buses.
Depends on
so
what
have a lot of buses
destination
out
they're
there then?
looking to go.
So have a lot of buses out. So have a lot of buses out
the
today.
PTSC bus operational right now this morning.
All right. Well, busman supposed to be happy.
Understand this maxi boycott is for 3 days, so people are well advised to do what that commuter has just recommended.
Nice. Thank you so much. It's 7 o'clock. Let's go for that 7 o'clock news and come back. When we come back, more right here on this big, big program, The Ground Report.
Bang, bang, bang.
This is TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
The 7 a.m. news on Talk City 91.1 FM being brought to you with the compliments of Sagicor. Wise financial thinking for life.
Tobago and India were highlighted by Dr. Valmiki Arjun at the Cultural Heritage Ambassadors of Trinidad and Tobago's annual Indian Arrival Day Breakfast Fellowship. There, the importance of strengthening these connections was underscored through initiatives such as access to the Overseas Citizenship of India card. He urged citizens to honor their ancestors' resilience, not only by remembering their struggles, but by embracing the shared values of perseverance, enterprise, and community that continue to shape both nations.
An MOU on pharmaceutical cooperation has been signed. If that could very well become manufacturing of pharmaceuticals in our soil, that's jobs, that's foreign exchange. That is a brand new sector that doesn't care what the oil price is doing. Trinidad is now the first Caribbean nation to have adopted India's UPI, digital payments platform. That digital infrastructure could position us as the gateway for financial technology in the entire Caribbean. OCI cards extended to the 6th generation.
However, Indian High Commissioner to Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Pradeep Singh Rajpurohit, said there has been some difficulty in accessing Overseas Citizenship of India cards. The card allows for better economic engagements between both nations for up to the 6th generation of the diaspora.
I wish to convey that a large majority of the Indian diaspora here do not have the ancestry papers, or probably they have, but they are not able to trace in the National Archives.
This process is often complicated by missing, damaged, or undigitized records at local archives. However, he noted that a collaborative memorandum of understanding with the National Archives of Trinidad and Tobago is being initiated to help make the necessary data more accessible. In other news, the vibrant spirit of Mardi Gras was evident at COSTAT's 13th annual Run for Life 5K and Health Fair on Sunday morning. Runners came out donned in their festive attire, ready to hit the road to soca music. Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. Helen Williams-Cumberbatch, explained the objective of the event and some of the changes applied to this year's installment.
We started this many years ago with the aim of eventually raising funds so that we can support student bursaries and help our students with offsetting some financial costs. This year, we put a little twist on Run for Life. We've combined it with our annual health fair, which is typically a separate event. And so we're having the 5K and the health fair in one this year, and we're hoping to double up and get folks involved. So after they finish the 5K, go and access some of the services, get some testing done.
COSTAT nursing students worked alongside healthcare professionals at the health fair, where participants had access to free eye examinations and other health services. Some even engaged in exciting trivia. As participants crossed the finish line and removed their extravagant headpieces to receive their medals, it was certain the carnival-inspired event was a perfect fusion of fitness, wellness, and festivity. In sport, defending champions of the Indian Premier League Royal Challengers Bengaluru faced off against the Gujarat Titans in the 2026 IPL final in Ahmedabad on Sunday. The Titans struggled for runs after they were invited by the RCB to bat first in the final and lost their prolific captain Shubman Gill in the third with just 22 runs on the board. The Titans lost wickets at a steady pace with only Washington Sundar offering meaningful resistance with a top score of 50 not out as they amassed 155 for 8 in their 20 overs. Rastiq Salam got the most wickets for RCB, taking 3 at the cost of 27 runs. RCB approached the chase with aggression, putting on 62 for the first wicket. Venkatesh Iyer, the first to go for 32. There was a slight wobble by the champions, but the veteran Virat Kohli steadied the ship with a well-played top score of 75 not out. RCB successfully defending their title as they reached to 161 for 5 in 18 overs to win by 5 wickets with 12 balls remaining. And that was your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Trinidad and Tobago Today continues after this.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Brought to you with the compliments of Sagicor, wise financial thinking for life.
At Sagicor, our story was built by people, neighbors helping neighbors, standing side by side with those who trust us to protect what matters most, and help build our communities, being there when needed most. Across borders, across generations, still growing, still giving, still just getting started. After 185 years, Sagicor.
From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues and the stories that matter most to you, this is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked! This is Destra, and right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked!
At Sagicor, our story was built by people, neighbors helping neighbors, standing side by side with those who trust us to protect what matters most, and help build our communities, being there when needed most. Across borders, across generations, still growing, still giving, still just getting started. After 185 years, Sagicor.
Hard questions, honest answers, real conversations from the ground up. If you want to know what's really happening, don't miss the Ground Report. Weekday mornings on Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation.
Are we in for a super over? I've got to go quick. I've got to go quick.
From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Wake up to the issues that matter most on the Ground Report. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith every morning from 6 to 9 a.m. for real talk, real analysis, and real perspectives on the stories shaping our nation. News, current affairs, and voices from the ground, unfiltered and unapologetic. That's the Ground Report. Weekday mornings on Talk City 91.1, where the conversation begins.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked! Bang, bang, bang!
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Good morning. Thank you for the gift of this new month. As we step into June, I come before you with a heart full of gratitude for the journey so far. Lord, I surrender this month completely into your hands. Guide my decisions, order my steps, and align my plans with your will. When the road looks unclear, by my guiding light, grant me the courage to face challenges, the wisdom to make choices that honor you, and the peace that surpasses all understanding. May this month bring healing, fresh opportunities, and joy to my family, friends, and community. Thank you, Lord, for your unwavering love and protection as this new chapter unfolds. In Jesus' name I pray, and I say amen.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Thank you, Nathaniel. for that inspirational voice note. Time check. It's at 10 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock, and you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. Before I go into, I want to have a dialogue with my co-host. Let me play this one here one time.
Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Smith, good morning. Andy Williams, in Marbella here, you see no maxis. You see no maxis passing on the road at all. Every hour you might see one old maxi passing. I don't think it have the sticker on it. Andy Williams, it is sad to see what's happening in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. But I'm sure we're going to get it right. And I want to tell them people them who don't like PH, all you get to understand for these 3 days how important PH is in this country. All you will get to understand how important PH is in this country. Let them maxis and them strike. And PH people, all you set up all the price for these 3 days. Send up the price for these 3 days. Which part was $7, make it $10. It have people on the road like that. Send up all the price and make a little extra money for all them people them that fighting, all them maxis and them that fighting all them and saying all taking the money from them. Look, them not interested in money today. Send up all the price and all you got to understand how important a PH man is in this country.
Oh boy, Lennox Smith. Kunji, better known as a COP. They're saying today is a very good day for this next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Till the day before the holiday. The PH drivers are very important. They're going to see the importance of PH drivers. And the PH drivers should look for extra money today. Where was $7, Senator? $10?
Well, one man's misery is the next man's glory. That is the dialectic that operates in life. You have a situation where one person may be at a disadvantage, but that very disadvantage provides an advantage to someone else, and that is how it ought to be. So the competition, clearly, there is a case now for the competition. So in an attempt to try to stifle and to emasculate the PH drivers and the others who may have to supplement, because that is what happens. The ordinary H driver, for example, they work up to a certain point in time. I know that in my own community in Laventille, and the PH drivers have to take over from a certain point. And of course, why is the normal hired legitimate, if you want to call that, taxis would stop work. You see at the mover stand, etc. So one man's misery, as I say, is the next man's glory.
One big question before
they're going to make some money. They're going to make some extra money this in the next 3 days, or this day plus the next 2 days.
Right. But one big question before I take this call that are on already. Do you support them raising their fares for the next 3 days to make that extra money?
No, I don't. They will make sufficient extra money by capturing those persons who would normally take the normal maxis or taxis. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Morning caller, where calling from?
No need to raise anything.
And what's your contribution on the Ground Report this morning pertaining to the program, pertaining to what's on your front burner? Let's hear you.
Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
And Lennox. Andy, I know you better than this. I know Mr. Lennox better than this. I know all you have to say. I have to talk to, and all you stand for the writing. I right or wrong, Andy?
Yes. You are correct. We always stand for the writing.
Right. I know you always stand for the correct thing. And I want to say something. I don't care who bets with me. But when PNM was in power, we do the same thing. We bash PNM right through, Andy. If you know, maybe I should talk to you and tell you the same thing when I get you on phone. And now, UNC in power now, right? We have to forget the PNM. What they do, they don't do. And now UNC in power. And I mean to say, we cannot go under PNM all the time. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, we are listening.
We vote in UNC for change. Not so?
Yes,
thinking
yes.
they will get better.
Yes, my
and
friend.
We are getting no better.
And use a strong UNC supporter and you vote UNC for change. Go ahead, let's hear you.
Ever since Andy, I am a UNC and a PNM party or whatever. And when we think We have a voice. When Ms. Kamala Prasad Visesa, we don't have a voice.
Why would you
we
say
don't
that?
have a voice. No, Miss, and they're telling you, I see what going every day just watch this thing, and I watch it on phone, everything, and we don't have a voice. And I wish that you and Mr. Lennox Smith could say something about this thing. I know you stand for the correct thing, and I'm appealing to you, Andy.
But would we be able to tell us how it is you find that you don't have a voice because you're talking for yourself or you're talking for everyone? Could you give us at least 2-3 things why you came to the fact
conclusion.
The conclusion that you don't have a voice with the UNC government? What made you come to that conclusion?
Andy, what is it? Let me tell you something. Just look at this. Paravat come in a year more now.
You're saying Barry Pardup. All right, so
Yes.
So Barry Pardup. Is Barry Pardup your MP or
Yes.
He's your MP?
Yes.
Okay,
And up to
let's
this day, we can't get an appointment to see Paravat. Get a beg, and still that office not giving me the appointment, Andy. Last year, this is going about 8 months. I called for an appointment. I can't get it up to this day. And my daughter going to real trouble with his son to get in TNTech in the training department. It's only a dance and a dance and a dance. I hear the TNTech chairman take on people from all Basta all over. All the Penn and family. TST the same thing, they put Para do the same thing. Andy, we seen it, Andy. And this is wrong. All of you vote for UNC, we support UNC, but just we couldn't walk. I could, as a lady, you know I'm not well. I couldn't walk with them to support them, Andy, but I support them with the, give me vote, everything, Andy, to understand what I say.
Yes. Yeah, mommy, and what you say?
Right? And this is wrong what Ms. Kamala Prasad, she need to talk to the ministers.
But what Kamala Prasad Bisesa have to do with your MP being Barry Pardup, that you as a constituent trying to get a meeting with him and not getting it, why Kamala Prasad Bisesa have to feel the brunt of you and your MP Barry Pardup miscommunications or you not getting through? Why you hit on Kamala?
No, I hit on Kamala.
I'm not on Barry Pardup. Because that is the people of Superior is Kamala's people.
This is what he doing with everybody, and it's not easy with this man. It's not easy with this man. When we think we'll get a betterment for the country, we getting worse. PNM was the same thing, we never get through with nothing, and me I like to tell you, we always tell you, we always bash them. And people always bash them. Now when we think, doesn't matter, people who've seen through this, Andy, I don't know if you've seen through it, Andy, please, appealing to you if I'm wrong, you correct me. Okay? But what is it that we've seen in this government? I don't think we've seen betterment. And we've not seen a change.
Right. And all I asking you, because you said Kamala disappoint you, how if it go and then you let us know why you're disappointed and you're feeling over, and then we come to the conclusion that your MPs Barry Pardup and Barry Pardup have not give you a meeting with him, and for months you have been trying to get through to Barry Pardup. And I'm just asking you, why punish Kamala for your MP not seeking a meeting with you for the past? How long now you're trying to get a meeting with your MP?
It's over 8 months, Andy, since last year.
Right, over 8 months in last year. What that have to do with Kamala Prasad Bisesa?
Okay. Well, let me say, that is Ms. Kamala, how to put it, ministers there, right? She need to talk to them and ask them how they go with the community, where they supporting or whatever, AMP or whatever, and this is what we're not getting, Andy. I think.
All right, so what I will want you to do, because we have to take a next call, is call out on the Honorable Kamala Prasad Bisesa. So anybody that listens to the program that have Kamala Prasad Bisesa ears, and let them know if you can tell, if she can just whisper in Barry Pardup ears that it have constituents that want to see him and they have not been seeing him for quite a while. And it's over 8 months. Right. So you go ahead, you make your call.
Ms. Kamala Prasad Bisesa, listen to me, please. Talk to your ministers, especially Barry Pardup for California, the MP for California, the village. And because we're not getting appointment to see this man, they always telling me in the office, we can't see him and they don't have appointment and they won't happen next week. Put appointment since over 8 months and I can't get a call up to this day to see Mr. Pardup. And this is unfair to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Because when we think we get a change, we get no change, Ms. Kamala. And I'm pleading to you, please, seek your interest if you want to remain in power. Because we don't think we want to go back there again. It will be the same trouble, Ms. Kamala Prasad Bisesa. Change it and make it better. I'm begging you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
Good morning, caller. The next caller on the line, hold on, please. Next caller. The WhatsApp caller, hold on. Let me take the landline. Go ahead, caller. What's your contribution on the big program, The Grung Report this morning?
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox Smith.
Good morning.
Granny, go ahead.
I call to say this. Everything and everybody in the country, the Prime Minister of a country to say about what she needs in a bad state. When Rowley was there, I ain't hearing nobody on the radio station want nothing. We going better. Take time, we will go better. People do not expect the government to give everybody government job. The whole of Trinidad are private firms. All who want to go and get job, that have people from Beach working in Facade, the Food King in Tuna, traveling with bus going and coming. They want to get something. They put bread and butter on the table. The people in Beetham and Lavante doing like if a storm passed there, a hurricane passed there. A hurricane passed in Jamaica, a storm, and the people are doing so. All they want job, all they want people on the ground. Come out and look all in the town, all in the capital. It's a private place all about. All they only want government, and then balling. The Prime Minister bringing down herself, and the Prime Minister bringing down the government. The Prime Minister is good. All they bringing down all themselves on radio station. Look at the Venezuelan. What's at them? They're bringing down themselves. God bless all you and thank you. All the program good and all the going good.
Thank you, my granny. Next caller, go ahead.
Good morning.
Turn on the background. Turn on the background. I want to hear
Andy.
you alone. Yes, let's hear your contribution.
Yeah, morning, Andy and Lennox. Andy, it looked like some of these people, like they rather the man who say who dead, they like they were him back bad, or if they game, everybody go dead, you know. But here now, there's the best time now, seeing as the Maxi and them want to strike for the 3 days. All they had to do is open up the road for all the other taxis and then we want to make the dollar, you know. So all the other taxis on the other road who catch in the tail to make a dollar in the airport and all about, let them walk on the Maxi. Taxi is the thing. And let the Maxi and them chill out for the 3 days because they had to pay. Remember they had to pay the boss, you know. So all that gallivanting, they didn't gallivanting for 10 years, 20 years, they didn't get. Now they want to gallivant now. Open up the route for all the other taxis. You understand what I'm saying, Andy?
All right.
All right, have a good day.
We hear your next caller. Pleasant good morning to you. Welcome to the Grung Report. What's on your front burner this morning?
Morning, Andy. Morning, Lennox. They go Martin inside and tell director.
Hi, good morning to you as well.
I want to hit the two supposedly national newspaper. They say one is the Guardian of the democracy and the one is Express Your Views. I expressed my views. Last year, February 2025, both of them had articles, I believe it was front page, on the conduct of a former AG, Anand Ramloga SC, in a court matter in Belize. Friday gone, he has been vindicated on that misconception of conduct and untoward behavior. Both the CCJ and the Belize High Court gave him a victory, indicating that the Belize JLSC, like Trinidad, has been at fault and they were biased, and the government and the Attorney General of Belize was biased. So I'm hoping that the Express and the Guardian do an article, have it on the front page, retract the innuendos and the biasness and the integrity of that article and give the man his due. We know he's a topper with respect to legal matters. That is all I have to say. And with respect to the strike, We had 3 days to prepare for what they're doing, and a lot of people should have had things in place to overcome those maxi taxi, and we have to do something about them. I'll go and have a nice morning.
Thank you very much. It is the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 program in Trinidad today.
Andy, Lennox, and Nigel, good morning. Plus, good morning. The first of June. Andy, something is wrong with my people. Andy, imagine.
I'll have to stop that one, Jenny. Jenny, send back all when you listen all the voice notes. Please don't be in front. Yes, please don't be in front of the all box. Don't be in front
The
of
device
box,
that they're using to listen to us, yes? Because that too will be recorded and the quality will come across as you have just heard, inaudible. Therefore, we can't play it because you would not. It wouldn't do justice to your presentation.
Nice. Let's take this big one here. A pleasant good morning to you, Mammy Roadbrook. Go ahead. What's your contribution on the Ground Report this morning?
Yes, Dan. Good morning, gentlemen, and all the beautiful people on the Ground Report. And the people in this country, I don't know when they're going to mature. Why it is people forget they could call every minute? And I'm like the one who called you. I'm not seeing Padarat. Let me tell you now. These people were elected to take care of the affairs of Trinidad and Tobago, right? They cannot come out every day and meet every citizen to hear what is their problem. You understand? They have a lot of work to do. And some people feel they did the UNC a massive favor by voting for the UNC. All they didn't do the UNC no favor, it's all yourself all you do a favor. Because you know what? Trinidad was, as I say, a lawless dump. And UNC now trying to get it out of the dump, you understand? So all who keep complaining, all you cool all yourself. Governance don't work so. Government is not something you play about, you understand? And another thing I hear them saying, and you can't have to be quick, they're threatening the police. The gangs, I heard somebody say that gangs threatening the police and they're getting together to deal with the police. Do you know how people just get on the police case as when the police do anything? But I hope the police know exactly what to do with them machine guns when the gangs come in to attack them. Because we have to get real serious in this country. Because some people feel they could bully this government. They could do what they want, when they want, how they want, and get away with it. No. We have to get real tough with them. And another one, I am seeing this idiot Stewart, courtesy CNC3. Every day he coming on the TV complaining about the nurses want money. This same idiot Stewart, he kept quiet for over this 13 years now. He said they ain't get no money. If he was complaining, let us say 3 years, and 3 years, you know how much money the nurses would have been getting? But he kept quiet. He kept quiet because Rowley tell him, all you go get the money, all you go do is your work. And you're not a dog back. But now every day they're terrorizing this government for the money. Yes, they have to get the money, and yes, the government will give them the money. But you think they don't know it has no money? PLM keep out all the money. Why did march and make back and all then? You understand? But the fact of the matter is, UNC is the government of Trinidad and Tobago. They have a responsibility to fix things in Trinidad and Tobago and to do what is best for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. They are going to do it. But nobody coming and playing, nobody and no badge on and feel they going to have this government in the country trembling. And as for the taxi, the people, I hear the man saying they owing them 10 million. Why did all you allow PNM to owe all you 10 million? Why all you did allow the money to reach so much? Why all you didn't come out since 3 years and 3 years ago and the man all you get all your money? But all you did nothing then. Everybody keep quiet. Everybody keep quiet. And let PNM mash up this place for 10 years. And the people, the same people coming now and they want UNC to fix this. They want work. They want money. They want the road fixed. They want their back pay. They want everything now after a year. After sitting around doing nothing for 10 years. Let me tell all this now. This is no game. Everything in this country will be fixed by this government. But trust me, it cannot be fixed in a day. So you make as much noise as all you want. All you not going to bully this government and have them work. Doing what? Let me tell you, take time. Get in all your lane, know all your place. Things to be fixed. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
Thank you very much. Snipes, give me that sign, my brother.
Yeah. Except quickly, Andy, to say that the head of the organization did say that that was money being owed from January. Yeah, so we have to make that correction.
To be fair.
We are going to check it to see what is outstanding prior to the commencement of this government in this. I suspect that there might have been, but he may have forgotten. So we want to make sure.
Quick question, though, gentlemen. As a sitting MP, and you're in charge of a constituency, do you have office hours?
Yeah, you must, of course, because the people would have given you the mandate.
You're supposed to meet with people during those office hours?
Yeah,
of course, across the board. It doesn't matter who, once they are constituents, because the election is over.
Yeah, but on top of that, Snipes, the Honorable Kamala Prasad Bisesa and Lennox Smith will be able to refresh people's memory when she come out open and telling the MPs, go meet all your people. Meet all your people. Yeah. Remember, she warned them and tell them, serve.
Yes, serve. And I have always advocated that even if you cannot, because it is physically impossible, you yourself, you should have mechanism, because the state provides the offices these days of the parliamentary representative, and therefore if the parliament is paying all of these people, then you should have a mechanism in place for persons who you would have left there to do what is required so that everybody can be taken care of one way or another.
Lennox, do you have office hours?
Yes, I do. Almost every day.
With people?
Yes, I do. Yes.
I'm just concerned.
Yeah. And I'm not
Lennox,
an MP, so
right,
that's
Lennox,
why I advocate that.
Right,
yes.
but Lennox, to be fair, right, because I see the direction, Snipes and all are going in, and to be fair, the writing is the writing. It have no way, even if it have people want to meet their MP. They don't want to meet nobody, and let me be real. If I want to meet my MP, because I voted, that is my MP, and I want to meet with him. I mean, I know he busy, he does see that or it go, but you can't tell me I put in every month to meet with the MP for 8 months and can't get to meet with him or her once.
I know where you're coming from, but I'm saying that what I've just said does not take away the fact that you can or cannot meet your MP. I'm just saying that if you have an efficient office system, then those persons who insist on meeting the MP, a mechanism could be put in place, because there are those who could get their issues resolved and not wanting to or without seeing the MP. So where there is a need for the MP, certainly your office system must be able to be so structured that that is possible.
Is it that our MPs and our members are so overwhelmed with trying to fix things that the past administration has messed up, that they're too busy to meet with the people?
That is a good excuse, but it doesn't take away if there is a need, and your office eclectic system, your office selective system, your office bias system, your office administration must be able to say, listen, this is priority, this is not priority. We could handle this without the involvement of the MP, and therefore put a separate system in place to make certain that the MP meets those who insist that they want to meet him.
Yeah, but Lennox Smith, at the end of the day, most people, because again, it must have two sides of a coin. Most people at the end of the day, Lennox Smith, when they want to meet their MP, they want to meet their MP. Yes, the office will have various systems. When they go there to meet with their MP, the office will be able to say, well, here it is. Hey, well, look, all right, no problem. We will do this here, thing. But don't disregard that they want to meet their MP. Let it be now up to the people when they get that assistant. Hey, yeah, all right, look the letter here. No. Let me make the call for you one time. That the office back up. All right, thing. Mm-hmm. And them now go wonder, you see me now, me bound to meet that MP or if I go. But when that person is insisting they want to see the MP, right, we know they're busy. 1 month pass. 2 months pass. 3 months pass. Yeah, between me and you.
Thank you, Andy, for confirming what I've just said.
8 months is too long for somebody to wait that want to see their MP. That's too long.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for that.
So that system in the office is not working well. From that example, one could conclude that it's not working well.
From that example.
Yeah.
Nice.
Expand your vocabulary. Sharpen your mind. It's the word of the day on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Yes, people, of course, we have come to that time. You get your dictionaries out, electronic or otherwise. Of course, they're very, very simple. Two persons call in, give me a word. I'll test my vocab. Of course, stay on the line just in case I don't know it or have gotten it wrong. And then, of course, I'll give my word of the day, and that will be at the end of that exercise. Of course, it is because we provide this service to assist, of course, our students that are on their way to school at this point in time, even though it might be a little more challenging because of the lack of maxis. I don't know if if you're home better fit, it means that you're getting the full, at least 3 words.
We have one person. We have somebody in the line here already.
Person, good morning. What's your word?
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning to you.
morning.
And what's your word
Actually,
for today?
I didn't call on the word, I really called about the
No, well, call us back on the other issue, but if you want, you can give us a word.
Unless you can give us a word one time.
All right.
All right. And Abigail, you're saying, Rosa, in fact, Ali, Miss Ali, Rosa Ali, is saying, Andy, you have to make an appointment, Andy. Everybody knows that. You had to make an appointment to see MP.
Well, the office will do that, Andy.
the obvious.
Yeah. Yes. What's your word?
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Alaukata, Mr. Alexi Taimia here. My word today is entropy. E-N-T-R-O-P-Y.
E-N-T-R-O-P-Y.
Yeah.
Entropy. Sounding familiar, but
it sounds closer like an entrepreneur, them kind of bacchanal thing in Lennox.
Entropy, it sounds more like something dangerous. But no, tell me.
It means a transformation.
Is that what?
If you have a transformation, it means like, for example, if you put ice in water, ice will turn into water.
Uh-huh.
Right? So it's a transformation.
Oh, a kind of metamorphosis kind of thing? Yeah, change? Right. Okay, thanks very much. Entropy. All right, I'll take note of that. Sure, I wouldn't forget it after you would have given that.
Yeah, but would he be able to use like a sentence with that entrepreneur so we will have an idea? Because I still kind of lost because it's a new word to you. And remember, as I said, it's the students. Is he still here? Well, next time. All right, can you give us a sentence with it, please? Thank you.
Yeah. Help us out here.
Well, a sentence could be something like the gentleman, you understand, was walking down the street, and then he ended up into a snake.
You know what?
Into a transformation. It's not a simple transformation.
Oh,
okay.
So it's like
for example, like a
that is why I
caterpillar to a
use the
butterfly.
example that if you place ice in water, the ice will be transformed into water too.
Right,
so it will increase the volume of water.
Somebody say unused energy.
Yeah.
It's unused energy.
I too agree with that definition. Entropy is simply a transformation. So anything concerning a transformation, you could utilize the word entropy.
All right. Okay. I'll certainly check it out later. I'll check it out later. Thanks very much.
Hello.
A blessed good morning, Andy, Mr. Lennox, and Director Snipe.
Yes. Good morning to you.
Miss Brown.
Miss Brown.
The word of today is effulgent.
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 A stench has to do with effulgent, something that usually is fluid, but not smelling nicely.
No, it's an adjective.
Yeah, tell me.
It's joy, goodness.
Oh,
radiant.
Okay, good. Spell it for me. I don't want.
Effulgent.
Spell it.
Effulgent.
Fulgent.
Yes.
All right.
Nice. So give us a sentence and that there.
I
Let's
can
get
give you a
it.
sentence to this too. She was beaming with an effulgent joy after the good news.
Yes.
Nice.
Appreciate.
Mr. Brown, why are you doing my partner that today?
And can I get a minute, please? I just want to say a special good morning to Miss Anna.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes.
Miss Woodbrook, Mother Bernie prayers going out for speedy recovery. And Andy, please, can you call and find out about Mr. Tunapuna? We haven't heard him for a while. Bless you, gentlemen.
Today I will.
All right.
Thank you.
Today I will.
No, because Annie, I when she spoke there, I was thinking of effluent, as opposed to effulgent. So thanks very much for that word. Thank you very, very, very much. Beaming, yes.
Let's get your word now, Lennox Smith. Your word, man.
Oh yeah. My word is manifestation. A manifestation, of course, anything that you could realize, anything that is real.
Trinidad and Tobago, I had a manifestation that when the UNC had won and everybody would have won, that the PNM would have played as there's a saint in this manifestation that I had, that they will organize, they blow the treasury, the PNM, they blow all the money. And the manifestation tell me, well, the UNC will get all the blame now because they had no money and they had to try to make money to keep the country happy. Oh my God. I realized my manifestation.
Go to the company cards, man. That is a perfect sentence, an exemplification of manifestation. Yes, my friend. Well done.
Yes. Ole Lennox Smith sound like a proud teacher. Let's go for that break and come back. When we come back more,
yes,
right here.
I want to come back, but we just give you briefly what the 3 words were today. So we go for the break, and when we come back, more.
Well, I gotta share with you guys that TNTech announces it has become necessary to interrupt your supply of electricity for the period of Wednesday, 3rd June 2026 between the hours of 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Light pole number 146 in the vicinity of Presal Secondary School, heading east up to light pole number 387 along Vancouver Main Road in the vicinity of La Vega Estate and all associated side streets, inclusive of Brasso Junction Road, La Vega Estate Road, San Antonio Estate Road, Pomory Estate Road, San Juan Estate Road, Esperanza Road, Bachasing Street, San Coco Road, Coastal Road up to light pole number 53, Borsia Trace, Saran Avenue, and Mayara Road up to Tortuga Government Primary School. Please note the Presal Secondary School and the Tortuga Government Primary School will be affected from light pole number 152 in the vicinity of A&A Ellery Supermarket, heading north up to light pole number 146A along the Freeport Mission Road and all associated side streets inclusive of Ghani Lane, Kamiska Circular Settlement Road, number 3, Chickland Road, Presal Krong Trace, Tita Madu Road, and Dookie Trace East Freeport. Mission Road, Freeport. TNTech apologizes for any inconvenience, but this work is necessary towards improving the quality and reliability of our supply.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
The world's greatest football tournament is here, and
Why everybody coming by my house?
Dad, you serious? We have Digicel Plus and Rush Sports. What do you expect?
Hey, where are they going? This season, your home could become football capital with the new Digicel Plus Omni TV plans. Enjoy 350 megabits internet, plus up to 158 TV channels, including Rush Sports. Perfect for every moment, every celebration, and every... Catch the FIFA World Cup on Rush Sports with Digicel Plus. Visit a Digicel store and sign up today.
Join Andy Williams, the pitbull of radio, and Lennox Smith, the big word man.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
Yes, indeed, of course. We are back. Time check is just about, 15 minutes to the hour of 8 o'clock. Yes, the time really expires quickly on this program. Just to recap the words of the day, the words normally. But of course, they say word because my word is, brings up the rare, so to speak. But of course, entropy, I still have to check out that because I am not quite familiar with that word. But of course, he says that it is another term for metamorphosis, in my view, to generate change. And then, of course, you have effulgent. Effulgent, of course, very delighted, very beaming, radiant, light, like light, radiant, and so on. But of course, I took that for effulgent. So let me tell you what effulgent is. EFFLUENT, effluent, which means, of course, a mixture of water and dirty water. So that is why I thought it was something smelly. So when you talk about effluent, you're really talking about things that are dirty water. So it's a liquid, and but has a pungent.
Effluent could be used. So Lennox Smith, effluent could be used such as I am passing
effluent
on the beatum within a vehicle. I stopped because I was getting a flat, and the environment was smelling very effulgent, especially around the river.
Yes,
especially around the still water within the beatum.
The effluent that was coming from the river, you could say. The effluent coming from the river, the stench and the nastiness, right? So, or the environment had a very effluent smell, if you want to call it that.
Right. So then we could say we're passing to leaving Arima and passing on the Beatum Highway. The stench are very effluent coming from that Beatum area.
The effluent coming from there. Yeah, that would be a better one. Yeah, the effluent coming from that particular area while you're traveling. But of course, effulgent, as was given by the caller, would mean being radiant and being, of course, very, to me, effervescent. I like to call it effervescent, bubbling and so on. Well, I think that's where that is. Just to make sure that the students get accustomed, and I want to make sure that the spelling is also all right. So effulgent, EFFUL, effulgent, GENT, right? So effulgent, and then effluent, that's the one I thought effulgent was. Effluent, spelling not too nice. EFFLUENT, and of course, my word of the day would have been manifestation, which of course is the materialization of certain things, making it a reality, so to speak. MANIFESTATION, manifestation. It comes from the word manifest, of course. And as I said, and I need to check this still. Entropy. If anybody could help me with that, I have no problem with it either. But I have a difficulty identifying the transformation that the caller said it means. So let's go.
Do you have your dictionary in front of you? Could you pull your dictionary up?
Yeah, but I didn't want to consume time, so I said I'd do it tomorrow.
Well, you consume a lot of time already, so just do it properly and done.
Okay. It tends towards disorder, it is saying here, deterioration or chaos in any system. So it has to do with a system, but the system might be the change he's talking about. There's another meaning here that talks about thermodynamics, which of course is heat and the differences in temperature and so on.
So that could be the change you're talking about.
Yeah, that it could be that. So, but I thought I would have been able to use it in a normal conversation, because it appears that it's a specialist term.
For energy.
But why?
You know, like those
if it's thermodynamics, it's
those
for energy. It has to do with
so
mechanics.
those chemists and those metaphysical people and all that maybe would use those terms. But
Nice.
I'm still going to have a good one tomorrow.
Nice.
Mm.
So while we settle that, which we already bring reasons to all of them, and you already state what you thought and all those various things, I want to welcome back a guru to this program, The Ground Report. And I'm saying I do business. Who want to say he talking long? Who want to say however? All I ask is for him mouth not to slip and use the word be, which he knows what it is. I want to say welcome to our one of our very own stalwarts of the Ground Report program, Mr. Tunapuna. A pleasant good morning to you.
Give a round of applause. Give a round of applause. I mean that is music to everybody's ears. I know he was a bit under the weather too, so it's a motivation as well.
Nice, Mr. Tunapuna. If it's one thing that we all could agree to disagree on, is that while others are swinging here, there, and everywhere based on topics out there, you have been a unique one that will pull topics that no one else will pull. And we want to hear what's on your front burner this morning. Oh, whether it's 1, 2, 3, just give us what's on your front burner on topics and issues that no one else ain't bringing up. Go ahead, Mr. Tunapuna. Welcome.
Good morning to the Ground Report family, Andy, Lennox, well, Mikey, and our director there, and what have you. I'm under some medical problems, I think, Andy, but I'm, by the grace of God, I'm striving and I'm fighting up with it and thing and whatnot. But, however, I want to say this, this country, and the Prime Minister has said it openly, that this country is a lawless country. And I'll tell you why I'm saying this. Over the years, the last 10 years of the PNM in government, so much wrong was done. And all sectors of this country, the Chamber of Commerce, everybody, nobody criticized them to the extent that I see people are now trying, where this last government left this country in a crisis. In every ministry, crime, the Minister of National Security, education, the economy, the finance, that is, and whatnot, and you name it. Look at the crisis that this country is into, and as the Prime Minister says, it's lawless, and people want to criticize her for that. I want to say this, Andy. The police have been doing a good job, but one thing I want to make sure that happens, and it must happen expeditiously, because I find it taking too damn long for so much investigation into wrongdoing and allegations of police officers, members of the protective service, be the army, the Coast Guard, be the prison officers. Too much investigation, Andy, and it's taking too long. I want to call on the government to set up a body that to deal with these issues that matters, that because people are not aware of what are the latest undertaking of some of these investigations. We're not hearing anything and what have you, Andy. And it can't be taking so long. It can't, and people have to face the consequences. I want to tell you something, Andy. You see the opposition leader and the opposition, the only means of they getting into government is trying to destabilize this country and create a situation of some kind of violence. This is what they want. They want people to uproar. Because there is nothing that the opposition, and you could see it in the parliament, all the nonsense that will be raising in the parliament. And when the opposition answer them, they just have to keep their damn mouth shut. Because they have this country in a crisis. And all the issues, now take for instance, look the media. Right? The media and all of them. All these people who marching and demonstrating and what other things. So much incident happened over the last 10 years. And nobody is thinking. And the Prime Minister is right when she says a lawless country, people drinking alcohol and driving, people breaking all the speed limits, they're doing it, they're driving reckless, they're doing everything. the government is doing whatever they could to try to bring back this country to some semblance of sanity, and people are, I don't know. Look at how these people have to be going outside to other countries and seeking to get investments, and all kind of people to come and invest and whatnot. You think that a country with people who want to come and invest in a country where crime is so rampant, when your protective services, is questionable and all of that? And the point is that the government, the Ministry of National Security, and whoever they be, the DPP, because I'll be honest with you, the DPP was sitting too damn long, Andy. And I don't know what it is now that incite him now that he had to start taking drastic action. Maybe his time is coming to an end. But there were so much issues, the Harari issues and all these things, the economy. But what about the $2 billion that cannot be accounted for? All these things are issues that people looking at it, that they think like they're gone cool. People have to start making jail. And I'm telling you this, Andy, I would not be comfortable because here why? This present government, one of the things is that they're going to deal with all the elements of corruption. There is a 99.9% corruption under the PNM. So much issues have been brought to the forefront, and today I have not seen anybody be in charge. The Cho Chung, the last Attorney General, and all these people, call me but Rohan Sinanan, you name it. Andy, I want to tell you something. You might want to pull me up on this. But it's about 2 years ago, if you could remember this, I raised this as an issue where I had a discussion with a guy. And he told me about this, who's this fella they killed with the housing thing in E.G. Guerra fella? And I was telling him I had a discussion with this guy, and he was telling me about the character that Guerra is, and who he linked up with Rohan Sinanan and what other thing, and you pull me and say, no, we have no proof of that, and what have you.
Wow, Olio. I don't know, we suddenly lost him. But Mr. Tunapuna, you could always call back. It's 3 minutes to the hour. Yes, it's 3 minutes to the hour to 8 o'clock. You're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM. Oh boy, yes, Jason Small said this, Tunapuna, Beep still alive? Oh, Beep, I thought he dead. Next caller, this man that's talked too long. Patricia Reed is saying, go check Gordner, tell him your problems. Oh boy, Vinny is saying, they need to get rid of the national minister. Right, Tom is saying, oh Lord, Jill Monroe is saying, this is what we want to hear. Yes, she's saying this is what I want to hear. Many other people, Mother Bernie is saying, welcome back to Napuna. Yes, and many other people do that. Mohan is saying, that is so truth. So all you onliners, Vinny is saying, it is a lawless country. Patricia Reed is saying, what you come back for? You come to lie. Somebody say, hey, Tunapuna, take care of yourself. Joyce Ram, welcome back to Napuna. Angela, welcome back to Napuna. Jenny, welcome back to Napuna. Andy Brown is saying, thanks so much. Thank you so much for bringing Tunapuna, hearing Tunapuna voice. Tom Ford, yes, Tunapuna, welcome back. Diane Legendary, Mr. Tunapuna, blessed morning. Oh, sir. No. Miss Santa Cruz. I know Mr. Santa Cruz is a very optimistic person, and we're going to leave that there. Very, very optimistic, So let's continue. Nice. So, what's the time there, boy? Let us Smith, anything you like to say? You heard Mr. Tuna before we had to go for that break there. I
heard him, and is stereotypical of him. He's very forthright, straightforward, and always factual. And therefore, one cannot fault him for that, except, of course, some of the strong tones that he normally would be tempted to project, which of course may get us into trouble. I think he would have learned that over the years.
Yeah,
so we have to go for the break, and of course we have to go for the news. And when we come back, more on this edition of the Ground Report.
Any views or opinions expressed are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates. Wake up to the issues that matter most on the Ground Report. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith every morning from 6 to 9 a.m. for real talk, real analysis, and real perspectives on the stories shaping our nation. News, current affairs, and voices from the ground, unfiltered and unapologetic. That's the Ground Report. Weekday mornings on Talk City 91.1, where the conversation begins.
Good morning. This is your TDT News Update. I'm Kyrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar hosted celebrations at the Heritage Ground in Clark Road, Pinal, to mark the 181st anniversary of Indian Arrival Day. During her speech on Saturday, the Prime Minister honored the sacrifices and resilience of East Indian indentured immigrants as she reflected on her own family's journey.
I remember my great-grandmother. Her name was Sumaria Sipasad. She was only 16 when she left her family in Chennai, Madras now called Chennai, with a tiny Jahaji bundle, crossed the Kalapani in the early 1880s. Life in colonial Trinidad was very hard.
Despite the many challenges encountered, she says their perseverance has helped to shape this nation and its leaders. The Prime Minister urged citizens to honor the stories that precede their existence, as she underscored the importance of mutual respect and unity.
For the Indians, 181 years to go out of Africa, more years than that. All who came, they crossed the dark waters to land here in TNT. All our ancestors, TNT, came on different ships. Today, we sail together in the same beautiful, unique boat called Trinidad and Tobago.
The event began with a procession from the Heritage Dam to the Heritage Ground and ended with a family day, celebrating our rich heritage, culture, and community. In other news, an early morning home invasion in Princestown has led to the swift arrest of a suspect following a coordinated police response. The incident occurred around 5 a.m. on Saturday in St. Charles Village, where a resident was reportedly awakened by an intruder inside his home. The suspect, armed with a knife, confronted the occupant, leading to a struggle, during which the homeowner sustained minor injuries. The assailant fled the scene shortly after, escaping through a bushy area behind the house. Officers from the Princestown Police Station, along with investigators from the Princestown Criminal Investigations Department, responded promptly and launched inquiries. Acting on information received, police were able to locate and arrest the suspect a short distance from the scene. The suspect was later positively identified by the victim. Crime scene investigators processed the area and recovered evidential material, which is expected to assist with the ongoing investigation. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is urging members of the public to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activity immediately. Head coach of the TNT men's football team, Derek King, acknowledged poor defending and mistakes cost them in the 5-0 defeat to South Korea in an international friendly in Utah.
We defend discipline, for that first period. It's something that, we had to continue working, especially when we play against top opponents. Mistakes will cost you. I think we gave away our first goal. Korea score was a very soft goal. And the second one was a kind of a silly error, with the first penalty.
And that was your TDT News Update. I'm Kyrie Roberts. From all of us here, have a great day.
That was TDT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
The Ministry of Trade, Investment and Tourism is reporting significant progress in strengthening Trinidad and Tobago's non-energy sector. At its one-year review presentation titled Diversification in Action, Driving Economic Growth Beyond Energy, Minister of Trade, Investment and Tourism, Senator the Honorable Satyakama Maharaj, outlined the ministry's strategic approach towards building a more resilient and competitive economy. The minister said financial transformation must happen through deliberate planning and partnership.
Transformation and development of the non-energy sector is about building a more balanced, resilient, and sustainable economy capable of generating broader opportunities, stronger foreign exchange earnings, increased competitiveness, and long-term national stability. Because countries do not transform by accident. They transform through deliberate strategy, coordinated execution, and visioning.
Minister Maharaj also highlighted the importance of collaboration between the government and the private sector in driving sustainable growth.
The challenge therefore became immediately apparent. The success of the ministry would depend heavily on alignment, coordination, and meaningful partnership with the private sector. One of our earliest priorities was therefore to encourage the establishment of an integrated national private sector organization capable of advancing coordinated engagement in non-energy growth and national economic development. I'm therefore pleased to report in December 2025 the establishment of the Private Sector Organization of Trinidad and Tobago Limited, PSOT, whose mandate it is to represent the collective interests of the national private sector. The ministry now has a national partner.
The minister also stressed that economic diversification is critical to a country's long-term future.
Ladies and gentlemen, we stand today at an important moment in our nation's development. The transformation and strengthening of the non-energy sector is no longer optional. It is essential. The global economy is becoming increasingly competitive, increasingly technology-driven, and increasingly unforgiving to countries that fail to adapt. Nations that succeed in the future will be those that are innovative, efficient, competitive, investment-friendly, and strategically coordinated.
Minister of Trade, Investment and Tourism, Senator the Honorable Satyakama Maharaj. The minister says its diversification strategy continues to focus on investment promotion, export growth, tourism development, and improving the ease of doing business in Trinidad and Tobago.
This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
You can listen on Talk City 91.1 FM and stay connected on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, wherever you are.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
We are back. Time check. It's approximately 7 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. Nice. Lennox Smith, have anything else on the headliners that you recall? Want to touch on some other?
Well, yes, we have the whole question of not just the Prime Minister's and her very, what I consider to be emotive and at the same time historically saturated statement in terms of her personal experience and the historical journey from India and the circumstances to Trinidad and Tobago. But very interestingly, she participated in the reenactment of the exercise, the Fatal Rozak, that came here with the first shipment of indentured laborers in 1845, and I thought that by itself and her participation, and wise Mr. Busman was talking, I wonder if he didn't see her very, very, what I consider to be vividly, conspicuously in the midst and then making her statement thereafter. But then, of course, he contradicted himself by saying that she is hiding in plain view, and that means that she is well seen in the political arena, at least. We have that. Of course, there is a call for a national shutdown of the country on the 5th, and the 5th of this month is the reopening of Parliament after it's been prorogued. But what is interesting is whether or not there is any validity for the two persons that would have been sent to the Privileges Committee, both in both houses, Al-Rari in the upper house, and of course, both of them from the upper houses. Both of them from the upper house, but from the PNM, both of them, and whether or not that will still be valid, that would still have a life, because when Parliament is prorogued, what was being considered and any outstanding matters cannot go on or transfer to the new term. So I don't know if in this case what will happen. I am a bit fuzzy about that. I hope that some expert will be able to edify us, inform us as to what is going to be happening with that Privileges Committee that did not complete its work on both Al-Rari and the other senator that interfered with or doctored the witness statement of former Minister of Health, for the former member for St. Joseph. So we have that as well. But of course, the call for that shutdown on the 5th, I'll just making the point between the shutdown and the reopening of Parliament. So I don't know if it is designed to coincide with that, but certainly one will not take that out of the equation. So you have that as well. Indeed, we have to look forward to the coming up of the mid-year review. That is very, very, very important. And then the situation with respect to that 3 bullets that was sent according to a police officer, and that triggered the Prime Minister's argument that, listen, there are people who are inciting and they must desist, and she of course identified the opposition and persons who may have a sort of anti-government stance, and she's asking that these people desist because in my view, this is my interpretation, the government is here until 2030.
Nice. So Trinidad and Tobago, besides all of that we get in some of the headliners there, let's get some of this. Oh boy.
President, good morning to you, Andy, Lennox, and Mr. Snipe. Saw on the media a while ago that there's a few buses still operating on the PDR. So I mean to say, it's just they still have a little hope. I don't know how long it will last, but we'll see what's going on with that. But Andy, let me switch gears a little bit. I just called to ask you this question basically because I've been listening for the longest while with this gentleman you all call Bossman. And I called to ask you, when do you think enough is enough? And here's why. Because I know you as a person always try to be fair and down the middle, and all voices ought to be heard. And I concur with that. I agree with you on that. But I find this guy is coming across a bit insultive. Very, very insultive while he making his contribution. You can make a contribution, but you can stay away from being with insultive remarks. And he made a remark just now about in regard to just now the government will do you all just like what they do Gypsy. How that come in? Come on. How that come in? You are allowed to make a contribution to a program that support the government. And you're reaching so far? You're reaching so far? Now, he have an issue with buses, okay, fine. But to me, he also have an agenda. Have a pleasant morning, Andy. A word to the wise.
It amazes me, morning guys. It amazes me for a program like the Ground Report that's connected as how you all are. You all have not got the minister in charge of transportation on the phone. The priority bus route, the street should be flooded with buses. My bad, there's no buses. And that's the problem with us as a banana republic. And this station, this program as a more or less ground report, everything ground on the ground. First person should have on the program this morning with the connection you all have is the Minister of Sports. Mr. Smith should be calling the minister to find out what he put in place because we was on notice since last week. You understand? And this is what I don't understand. Look, I'm not a PNM favorite. I hate Rowley to the bone. But if we're not putting things in place, I'm just saying it passed, so we're going to do this for 3 days. And what the people who want to travel, school children, all these kind of things like that. What are we doing as a people?
Andy, good morning. Andy, all the people who call him, especially the lady who called there, say, oh, I'm a UNC, I don't pass the PNM and all. Andy, and we still talking PNM. Andy, you got to know where you come from, to know where you going. And I think the old lady understand that. There's no money to run the country, PNM, they call him and you call and say, oh, the UNC no good. And we still talking PNM. Donald Trump in power here. And he talking about since Obama days. And he talking since Obama days. And then people will call this station, love Donald Trump. And every time you make two statements, you refer to Obama 5 times. So UNC can't talk about the European. Man tell us already that she need to understand and relax. Chill. Take a chill pill and relax. Alright? Good morning. That old lady who called, well, first thing is she will never get a meeting with Barry Potter. Because she's not addressing the Prime Minister right. Miss Kamala, no, lady. The Prime Minister, the Honorable Kamala, Prime Minister. Look at Miss Kamala. The old lady, correct yourself before you decision, blah, 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 anymore. Correct what you say.
Let me just stay off of people contribution now. Right? Oh God. The woman at the end of the day, she organized, she say, all right, she move off of Kamala Prasad Bisesa. She call on anybody that could think that she can get a meeting. It's 8 months now she organizing to get a meeting with her MP. Oh God. The people, that is why it is a call back to Napuna and I'm going to bring back a lot of people. Because so far, we haven't people that only studying people and not studying to bring contributions such as the prosthetic legs that come in. Come with the contributions that only know that not out there, that the UNC have been doing good. That only studying people. For God's sake. Next contribution. I want to tell me about Bossman, I want to tell me about this one. When all you call, and all you know what all the government doing? And all you realize they have been doing well? Well then, make all the contributions now. Bossman, the old woman, and everybody else is all the contribution. That could only put up a program in a PNM kind of dispute back and I bring it down to a level. And I'm not taking that. As I say, from Monday, June the 1st, which is today, this program goes back to the level that everybody know it to be. I really don't want to hear about people contribution.
I thought, Andy, we had disposed of that narrow-minded recrimination kind of approach where you deal with the topic, and if somebody raises a topic that you have a counter argument for, not to attack the personality. And we have said that, and we demonstrated it when Mr. Busman, for example, said that the buses that the present administration has inherited, they are breaking down, they are not functioning the way they ought to. And then, of course, we had to tell him that those buses were bought by the last administration, And therefore, it is the last administration that has to be blamed if the buses are not good, which he confirmed, and are overly expensive. You notice he don't talk about that again. And that is because he has been faced with the reality of the nonsensicality if he has an agenda. And I agree with one of the callers. He has an agenda, and yes, because you know that, then your arguments should be so fashioned so as to neutralize, if not refute and rebuke the arguments that he would put that clearly is designed to pursue that agenda without laying the facts as they truly are. And that is what we are talking about here, people. Nothing else.
So Lennox Smith, you go through there because I see Dr. Munilal bring a lot of things to the table. I see the trade minister bring a lot of things to the table, whereby is it beneficial to the company. You will go through and bring some of those things up, because that is what the caller is supposed to be doing, than be studying people and bashing the agenda. As you say, we're not saying they can't answer back somebody, but Lennox Smith, again, let them know under what circumstance they can answer back somebody.
Not the personality aspect, but on what they would have placed into the public domain via this medium. That is the intelligent, that is the preferred, because bashing the personality doesn't add any value.
It just brings down the program.
And it doesn't take away the piece of propaganda that the person who is now being attacked by way of response would have put in the public domain. You are not refuting it. Because notice, he definitely don't talk about the buses in terms of breakdown, etc., because he sees that is not consistent with his agenda. Because he must have, he knows now and he understands that was purchased and paid for by the previous administration. So if he has a previous administration agenda, he now has to shift it. And you have seen that he is studiously avoiding talking about breakdown buses now, etc., etc. Notice that, right? That is the kind of solid and what I consider to be irrefutable arguments that we expect that callers will do their research and come up with in order to make certain, not only because it is right, not only because it is balanced, but because it's simply part and parcel of the reciprocity of conversation.
Nice.
And that's let the people out there judge who are not participating.
Nice.
Go ahead.
So please don't be distracted by people that you all know have an agenda. And when you call in, bring to being the issues that you believe again. You say, all right, it have a lot of things the government are doing, they put in place, however, talk about it now. But when all getting distracted and all they want to run down bus man, run down this one, run down that one, run down everybody, then all you're not talking about the issues that your UNC government are doing and doing well, and some of the struggles that they meet and had to fix, and today something's going better, and talk about them things. Night, let me continue the voice notes.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, a person could easily say, well, Palarot is sort of the Gary Sobers to the government. He is in the Prime Minister's office, of course, Ministry of Public Utilities, and then he has these major make-work projects that he has to deal with apart from party matters, and therefore it may well be that he is very consumed, but that doesn't take away the fact that he can put a mechanism in place, and that's a recommendation to make certain that his constituents are served.
Nice. So anytime anybody attacking anybody contribution directly, like boss man, buy cut off only one time. Deal with the issue. He said no buses. Hey, well, that's not true. Ting, boom, 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 boom. He said the public not seeing Kamla Prasad Bisesa. That's not true, but everybody saw Kamla Prasad Bisesa over the weekend on the Indian arrival day, and and come on now, man, and that's the direction we're going in. Uvex loss. It is what it is. I'm not letting this program deteriorate down to the gutter of this one attacking that one and that one attacking that one contribution. Everybody contribution is valuable. And again, I didn't come here for friends, right? And management can't cut my tail. The most they could do is say get out. And then I go say, all right, when one door open, when one door close, many days open. And I still have social media. And
incidentally, Andy, I want to thank the CEO for her direct involvement in making sure that TTT covered our family day on Saturday. Yes. I think we had a very sort of tit for tat kind of engagement on WhatsApp, and eventually, of course, it mattered. Tit for tat here, positively, nothing negative. And I want to thank her, of course, publicly for her intervention in making sure that TDT covered that event that is usually not covered by any media, and people go away believing that that place is only about crime, criminality, gang warfare, borderline, and of course, negativity of a type that nobody wants to even touch or enter that particular community. Thank you very much, Madam CEO.
Nice. Let's continue. Oh, boy.
Good morning, Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Ground Report listeners on 90 Talk City 91.1 FM. This morning, Mr. Williams, my friend Berna is, when UNC won the election, I said something, and today I am seeing it comment to pass. Today, the maxi taxis drivers, and they decided to withhold their service. And I did say that when the UNC won the election, and that a lot of people that was blind will be able to see. A lot of people who couldn't talk will be able to talk. A lot of people who couldn't hear will start to hear. And so say so done, because I can tell you, I sure what the maxi taxis and them talking about, it did not happen in the last year. That happening years now. And for 10 years, they couldn't say nothing. For 10 years, they couldn't hear nothing. For 10 years, they couldn't see nothing. But you will tell me in a year, just a year, you seen all kind of thing. I say in this morning, Ground Report, that when Ms. Bissessa leave government, when she have, pass on the mantle to some other person, she should open a church, because a lot of people need healing, and she seemed to be a miracle worker. So I just want to say, keep up the good work, guys, and all the best. Bye.
Andy, morning. Lennox, Snipes. Andy, all I have to say concerning this bus route or this maxi taxi strike, the bus service, PTSC, will have to upgrade themselves, get more buses on that road, because as we all know, that is the bus route. Get more buses, so the maximen will know that they cannot call shots as they please and have the people or the public suffering to travel. When the buses upgrade, and every half an hour you're seeing a bus coming, or you're sure a bus will be coming, you see how things will change with this maxi taxi service. Thank you.
And it's me again, I get a little cut off there. The people who planning all these things, I hope they plan it good, and I hope they know that they're making the children of the nation worse than where they is, because we as adults doing all sorts of things to destabilize our country because we cannot get what we want out of the government. And people have to understand this is a different era. We have to do things different. You have to wait. You can't be busy with everything. Nothing can happen in 1 year. Everybody was there 10 years, taking all the insults, all kind of who dead, who live, who 4,000 and something dead from COVID, who dead in a pipeline, who went up, who was found in Aripo Heights, who was found in a swimming pool, who was found in a cane field, and nobody protests. Nobody sit down and protest about domestic violence to women and all kind of thing. Nobody ain't protesting. But everybody want to protest now because they want their back pay money. They want their this. The man said take all the back pay money and go home. Nobody didn't say anything. Everybody sit down with ease. take all your job or no job, and all you take it and everybody done falling down like fly now. And nobody protests about that, but everybody want this one woman where God sent you to heal this country, to be a magician and wave she won and everything will happen. People of Trinidad and Tobago think, all you don't know God, that is all the problem, all you don't serve that man, all you don't have a relationship with him, so all you have inside all the stuff is a set of demonized things about what demons like, open spaces and division where demons like. Do better. Say all your prayers, call on Almighty God. Nothing doesn't happen before a time. People of Trinidad and Tobago, stop all your nonsense and consider what are you doing that is not right in the sight of Almighty God. Have a good morning.
Morning, Ground Report. Good morning, Ground Report. I'd just like to mention a little thing about the lady who spoke about Minister Padarat. I had a son doing SCA last year, a twin actually, but they separated them. So one did it the year before and one did it last year. And I was requesting, because I know a friend in Ministry of Education who works with the transfer. So I telling her from before the exam, during the exam, help me with my son now, help him to get a transfer now. His twin going CIC and I want a transfer. But he didn't do the SCA yet, he did it last year. But nobody didn't think, because she said, yeah, man, I will get it for you, no problem. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody didn't think Rowley would have called the election so early. He called it in April, instead of later down in the year, like all October, when results would have already come out and she would help me with the transfer. So I didn't get through. I didn't benefit, right? One of my twins going St. James Sec, one going CIC, and I wanted the transfer for the second one in CIC. So I didn't get through. But there's no doubt in my mind, as God is my witness, that I am glad that UNC won this election, because our country I'm thinking about. Our country definitely needed saving from this PNM. So it's all right if I didn't benefit, that's just me. But my country benefit, and I'm looking forward for her to get a second term and fix this whole country and we'll get back rich again. I said all that to say that I would have personally benefit if PNM had stayed in power a little longer. But still, my country as a whole benefiting that UNC won and there was a change. And that's what I'm trying to explain to the woman. Don't worry about why everybody feel because they vote UNC, they're entitled to a job. No. Try and get a job as Granny said. Try and get another job. That's my contribution. Thank you.
Bang, bang, bang.
Give me that sign, my brother.
What is your capiche on Talk City 91.1 FM?
Trinidad and Tobago. Snipes will let us know what played on a Friday. Please, God. Friday last. And what was our numbers on Friday? And did we catch anything, huh? Yes,
well,
let us know.
On Friday last, we our numbers were via the callers: 35 Big Snake, 21 Mouth, 29 Opium Man, and 20 Dog. Your capiche on Friday last, that's Friday 29, was 11. The first winning number on Friday was 34. That was followed by 21, followed by 4, and the final winning playway number was 30. So if you followed us on Friday last, you would have won the 21 Mouth.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
We Papa, very good. So Friday on our capiche segment, some of you all win a lot of money, eh? Very good, very good, very good. What's your mark for today? How was your weekend? It had well, rainfall, so some people may say what about 18? Some people say Indian arrive. The Prime Minister say, well, all of us arrive. Yes, because whether it be on boat, whether it be however, whether we reach here on boat too. You know how it goes. So how was your Sunday? This morning, what do you see? Hey, no maxi in walking. Like what? 3 carriage? They don't want to drive, they don't want to work. The place like a ghost town. But yet still 11 incoming because the Cobos making sure nothing are wrong. But yet Silly Kobo ain't coming. So what's your mark for today? Let's take 4. If you have on your side, Snipes, go ahead. Ah, boy, on my side here, we are.
Good morning.
Hi, morning. William give you all 21.
21, all right.
Last week, and I get $420. 400, you?
Yeah, I'm willing to get $421.
Well, yeah, boy, I thought I was going to get 140 when I looked to get another 420, so I'm good to go.
Miss Merlin,
now,
yeah,
the queen now. 24.
24, you want the queen now, but before you go, Miss Merlin, how far you living, girl, with your 400 and something? How far you living? And I hope not too far.
Oh, check my phone. I ain't living here, I'm passing through. You know the code.
Good one.
It's Andy Williams. It's Andy.
Good one. Good response.
It's Andy.
Yeah, Miss Merlin. Nah, but
you don't have another Andy Williams living Shogunas, you know that?
Yeah, it have a next one too. So don't worry, man.
Yeah, nice Spanish Indian, kind of younger than you and things, yeah, but I don't have a boyfriend, I know him. Love you.
All right, Miss Merlin.
Andy, like she know where he was asking she all that for? Good morning.
Did she give us a mark?
Yeah, 24. She said queen.
24 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, she started off with that.
Yeah, play Lennox, Rat Grandfather 22.
Play Lennox, where's what? Where's 22?
Rat Grandfather.
Rat Grandfather. Oh, play Lennox for Rat Grandfather 22.
Rat Grandfather.
Rupert said.
The only how that could happen is because he seemed to be very familiar with that family.
Oh my God. Papa, let me take one on this side. Morning, caller. What's your mark for today?
Morning.
Good morning.
Andy. Lennox. Andy get a whole opening there, I ain't had no boyfriend. Lady tell you up front.
I hear. Well, I say, you give bad address because you wanted to come by you.
The woman say, one time she let Andy know. Andy, I ain't had no boyfriend. I did get through. All right, my mark is 11.
11?
11, okay.
Yes,
11.
All right, have a good day, love.
No problem. Let's go for the next mark. Good morning, caller. What's your mark for today?
Andy, my mark for today, 33.
33? Why? Tell us quick, why 33?
I remember this is Mona boy, right?
Oh, yeah.
And in the dream,
yeah.
I tell him, I say, go and check in the car. I like you and all too, and I said, you go and check in the car, and she bring him on. I said, well, hold that.
All right, so that's 33. Let me take our next one here. Go ahead.
Andy Williams, good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Lennox Smith, good morning.
Yes.
Good morning, my
and
friend.
Nigel Snipe, good morning. And what confusion does play for?
Confusion?
Confusion. What confusion does play for? 29?
That what? Confusion is what? 29 is what?
Well, drunk people does make confusion.
Drunk people is
yeah, my mark is 29.
16 too, yeah, Jamet.
Jamet. Yeah.
No, them does make money. 16 does, no, Jamet does make money. Them don't make confusion.
Oh.
I see.
29, people who drinking rum, just drink rum and make confusion.
No,
and I want to say Andy Williams.
Look, somebody said 26, foul. Yeah, 26.
Andy Williams, the people them cussing the old lady and the chatter. Why they should them be so rude and so disrespectful for somebody speaking their mind and asking to meet the MP? 8 months here, meet your MP, and only will cuss the people on the chat?
Who was doing that? No.
And
I don't want to know.
People on the chat support that, and only condemn that, only on the chat. But I leave in them, let them support them nonsense. The lady said, oh, she's a lifetime member of the UNC, only cause she tells she all kind of thing, and then run she from the UNC. And tell all herself, all the social media activists and them, tell all herself all doing the right thing. Because all cussing the woman and disrespecting the woman, all will run she from the UNC, when all do 200-300 people that, what will happen? All running them from the UNC, and tell all herself all doing a good work. All doing more worse work, not you, Andy. Them people in my chat, all doing the worst work. 3 members of the UNC, only running them, instead of only support them. Well, look here, I say, she have a right to meet MP. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nice. So he said that number there. But I will go, they say confusion here, they say, everybody say confusion here, and it's different people, So I feel my mark will be what it is people saying confusion is. They say no, 29 is not confusion. Tom Ford say 26. Belraj say 26. Jillian John says 26. Angela says 26. Joyce Ram says 26. My pitch for today will be 26. Not 20, not COP 29. I'm running from that's COP 29. So my mark will be 26. I was going to take his own, knowing that he can, but nah. Everybody's saying 26 is confusion. And it is what it is. It's only confusion in the country. Maxi taxi, 3 days thing, confusion. Let's know the marks, Snipes.
Call for shutdown on the 5th.
Yeah, and call for shutdown.
So the numbers for today go as follow: 24 Queen, 22 Rat, 11 Kobo, 33 Spider, and of course Andy's capiche today is 26 Foul.
Nice. Let's go for that break, Trinidad and Tobago, and come back to the number one program, The Ground Report, where we're going to air your issues. What's your front burner? And again, we're not allowing nobody to personally attack nobody. Attack your contribution, or attack what is on your agenda. Your agenda can be a people. Your agenda to be what it is your government. Those of you that support the government, obviously, it will be to support the things that the government is doing that people not seeing they're doing, and you're highlighting that. And obviously, that people will be calling the program that don't support the government and will be highlighting things that the government, that they believe the government is not doing. It is what it is. And then it's for you now to say, no, that last caller wrong there. No. They have been cleaning up all those rivers and drains that I pass on the highway and I see all of that going on there and how if it go. That's how it had to go. You see, but you see that person at that bus, man. You see that granny. You see that one. You see this one. Today is the 1st of June. I'm not on that. Let's take that break.
Hey Trisha, I ain't seen a while. How business going?
Boy, business real slow these days, you know, and advertising expensive.
You for real? You ain't hear about SBP?
What is that?
Small Business Package. You can advertise your business on radio. They cater for your budget.
You serious?
Yes, girl. Them fellows on Next 99.1, Sweet 100.1, and Talk City 91.1 real bigging up your thing.
What? No way. Tell me where, when, and how.
Call 622-4141. That number is 622-4141. And for more information, you can email ttttsales@ttt.co.tt.
I heading down Marfal Road now. That's sounding too good to be true.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most, on air and online. More ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
The world's greatest football tournament is here, and
why everybody coming by my house?
Dad, you serious? We have Digicel Plus and Rush Sports. What do you expect?
Hey, where are they going? This season, your home could become football capital with the new Digicel Plus Omni TV plans. Enjoy 350 megabits internet, plus up to 158 TV channels, including Rush Sports. Perfect for every moment, every celebration, and every... Catch the FIFA World Cup on Rush Sports with Digicel Plus. Visit a Digicel store and sign up today.
History in the rhythm. Issues in the spotlight. Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra. And right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Things are moving fast and furious. Everybody having their say fairly, balancedly. And all we have to do is counteract if somebody is talking nonsense. Don't have call the name. Just correct the nonsense they're talking. That's all. Why Dwight online here, Dwight on Facebook is saying, why no one 8 charts the Lennox Smith will be able to answer that one for me? It's very interesting. I didn't know that some things like that can happen. Why no one charge the Maxi Taxi Association heads for putting the public and economy at risk during a SOE? This is just a greed game. They never dropped the rate after they got their money back from the PTSC case, The same dollar toll that was going to be used to afford them security and maintenance and to maintain the area that they use for free. And they charge full price, but put off City Gate. Full price, and that's what Mark earlier trying to pick up on what they're trying to say. Put off City Gate, tax free. Well, something with City Gate tax free. Well, they charge full price and they're getting City Gate tax free. That'll be that they're trying to say. When gas raised, they well, obviously they raise that dollar. They raise the dollar into every they have anger. Well, it piss anger. Well, at any day, Lennox Smith, you get the moral of the story, right? You get the moral of what the person is trying to say.
That should have been reflected back in the lowering of fare, but instead is either raised or was maintained. I think there is still an outstanding 4 million, as the head of the association had mentioned. I did confirm it during the course of the breaks. Yes, so we have that. In terms of being charged for withholding your service, well, that is not an essential service as such. So they do not fall into that category. What has happened is that they must have a conscience, knowing full well the situation of the economy in general. And if they continue along that line, people who cannot get to work mean that the possibility that they will not have money to pay them in order to ply their trade, and they too have, I'm sure, creditors to satisfy, including, of course, those people who they bought vehicles from at higher purchase or otherwise. So let's see how that goes. But I see that I'm sure that the
Hi, gentlemen, only again.
The PTSC must augment their service.
Yeah, but you're sure the PTSC must augment their service. Okay, let me continue.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nah, not yet. We just finishing off those voice notes. Voice notes will be short, sweet, and nice.
Snipes and Lennox talking about the MPs meeting the people. And I agree with that 100%. Once you were voted by the people, you have the MPs have a responsibility to be in their constituencies and find out what is going on there and hear the complaints of the people. This is what they should do. Even though you have become a MP, you are supposed to stay humble and stay on the ground and listen to what the people have to say. Some people have legitimate concerns, and they are getting together and they will work with the ministers to make things better. But some people are just a set of bacchanalists. They figure they want to meet the MP. If 1,000 people go to meet with the MP every day, well, then they would have no time to do the country's business. So people, let us get on like adults, right? Ministers, I find what they should do, probably have a meeting. I don't know if this is what they do. Have a meeting maybe once a week or twice once a week or sometime to deal with the people. You cannot get too busy to hear the voices of the people. Right? Hear what they have to say. And everybody's supposed to work together to fix what has to be fixed. But the people have to understand what has to be fixed will be fixed, but it wouldn't fix immediately. But let us all work together to make Trinidad the country that we want it to be, right? And stop blaming this one and the other one. No. Together we aspire, together we achieve. So let us all get together and work together and give the MPs the support to fix this country. And the MPs, I know, they will do what has to be done. But as I said, they have a lot of work to fix, and they cannot deal with everybody individually. But they're handling Trinidad and Tobago business, and everything would be just how we want it to be in time. Blessings.
Andy, good morning again to you, Lennox, Mikey, Nigel, and to everybody. Well said, Woodbrook. I gave you a standing ovation this morning. You deserve a round of applause. Well said. No, after a year, they come in to threaten the government if they want to win back the election. All the ministers and them come out now. We want to see them now. We want to do this now. We want to do that now. But they didn't have mouth for the PNM. They didn't have mouth for them. And who vexed that we talking about? Because, Andy, we all know, when you forget the past, you're doomed to repeat it. Penelope Beckers can't come here and want to talk her nonsense, right? And we mustn't talk about it. No, we're going to raise every issue that the PNM did to this country. That was only a year ago. That was only a year ago. Rowley did it for 10 years, every Monday morning and twice on a Sunday. It was Kamlanchi government. So what happened? PNM destroyed this country and we mustn't talk about it. We are very well going to talk about it. Woodbrook, you are right. You hear? And what I find strange, as you were saying there also, how come nobody distanced themselves from what it is that man was saying, right? How come? But everybody's just concentrating on Kamala block off the DPP office, Kamala block off police headquarters, Kamala block off forensic. Kamala didn't do it. It was the commissioner of police. And what they failed to realize is that we are under an SOE. Thanks, Andy.
Morning to the ground report. Morning, everyone. I need to find out about this land, this thing where they're taking from the rent. Because remember, when the government charging $2,700, right, to own your place, remember is the poor class that people have to pay that, because remember they have no way to live and they have to pay a rent. Then if you put $2,700 for them to pay, and you have to get work with the deed and all these kind of things, and every 4 months that have to pay up. What about the poor class? Man, they working. CPEP closed down, URP closed down, right? The little thing when man needs to work and get it closed down. Right now, you can't get a job because the Venezuelan are taking it over, right? People are hiring Trinidad as before. They're hiring more Venezuelan, right? Now they want to pay renting. What really going on? Why is it all the time we didn't want to pay the land tax? Right? Now all they want people to register their rental and pay so much money. All they realize poor people can't make it. The little thing that sometimes some of them have nothing to eat and they rent out half of their house to get something to eat. Right? Now we have to take that now and pay this renting for $2,700 every 4 months. I hear it is. All they talk about that now and stop talking about all this and that and the other. Talk about this. This is important.
Bang, 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 bang.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. You know, I just be amazed sometimes by some of these people that sending voice note and calling and talking about 9.5 years or 10 years, or they ain't say nothing or they ain't do nothing, and that is furthest from the truth. Within the 9.5 years, it had protests for pay, it had protests for health, it had, I think people was talking about Rowley taking the excessive money for back pension and his pension and the minister's pension. People was talking out and thinking about that. But it reached a certain part now where the people got silent and they took action when action really mattered, and that was voting out the PNM. So when people come in and talking about in 10 years, people ain't saying nothing or people ain't do nothing, they're far, far, far from the truth. Stop making excuse for the government. The people rally, the people did all kind of things, the government wasn't listening, and we vote them out and look at the resounding licks they get at the poll. So this thing about people ain't saying nothing or talk nothing for 10 years, that is rubbish. I hate when I hear people talking, and sometimes I was wondering what part of the world there really is. And the next thing I'm watching is God help us if we wake up in the morning and Padarat is the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. God help us.
Andy Williams, them biased people, them on your chatter.
All claiming that the government doing so much a nice thing, and I saying yes, the government doing so much a good things. Why all don't highlight it? Why all don't highlight all the good things that the government doing, and let the population know that the government working for us? All you not doing that? All you coming on the radio and the radio and social media and complaining and quarreling when somebody make a contribution. All you tell yourself, all you buying toothpaste and soap for them out. All you want to tell them what to say. All you even giving them a script. What wrong with all the people and them? And this next one, you telling people what? Oh, go smoke your weed. When you taking your man, nobody don't tell you nothing.
Bang, 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 bang.
Any views or opinions expressed are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
Oh boy, that's it for voice notes. All voice notes are finished. Let's go to the lines. No, let's take a quick break.
And of course, we have to remind them that apart from calls, voice notes as well, should be sufficiently sanitized and do not deal with personality. That last comment, there was a personality attack, and please, we're trying our best to avoid that from happening. Let's deal with the issue. Going nice, talking about the issue, responding appropriately. Save for that very last comment. Of course, when we get back.
You see, that's the reason why Andy was sending me the voice notes so I can vet.
Yeah, that to sort of truncate that part of it.
The issue is that if I vet voice notes, you get less.
Less, yeah, that's right, exactly.
Yeah.
And you don't want that. You want to hear your voice note. So do the right thing from in front and do not put in it any offensive issue that would cause us to have to play the disclaimer or cause Tata to respond in the way that they ought to.
I'm going to have to suggest to you, Andy, any voice note that you perceive to be problematic, please send them across to me.
Yeah, the problem. Well, that's a good compromise.
Nice.
So of course, there's a claim, Andy, for the airport to be named after the late Basio Pandey. We see, of course, the tutor and the business community very concerned about the planned strike. And of course, there is no intelligence, according to the police, of any coalition or any coalescing or any coming together of known gangs in the country to fight against the police or law enforcement.
Right, and I will say plainly, again, I disagree with that. I disagree. At the end of the day, my common sense is telling me, based on PNM having nothing to offer Trinidad and Tobago, UNC in power, the people will take everything from the PNM. They're not going to stand up and take nothing from the UNC. Let me be real. So I disagree with any name change that will be changing to any Indian person at this point in time. Whether it be Basio Pandey, Bazarat, this, that, or whatever. That's just my Andy Williams opinion. Because PNM and PNM people will play it they'll play the race card. They will. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. So my sense say, leave Piako reporters at name. Don't change it.
Right. All right, well, we'll see how that pans out. But remember, of course, that there is a movement, especially led by persons associated with the Emancipation Support Committee for the change of names of certain landmarks, including, of course, the Columbus statue, the Columbus Square. Remember, most recent. So let's see if they are going to be as expansive as possible and as objective as possible, right? Of course, the TTPS says that they are probing, of course, a death threat to a police officer. That incident with those 3 bullets that was sent to a police officer in an envelope. We go for the break? We come to the end. We are the end, Andy. We are the end.
All right.
Go ahead. Yes.
So Trinidad and Tobago, because I had to play off all the voice notes anyhow, which is very good, very good, right? And again, with the voice notes and all too, we're not taking bashing of no one. Anytime anybody call anybody name at all or going personal, we're not tolerating none. So in that way, nobody go say, but look at it, there's let Tuna Puna talk and call somebody name. But look, Anderson calling this one name. But look, that one, hey, here it is. Nobody is to get personal with nobody on this program. Don't matter who they is. Okay? Nice. Trinidad and Tobago, don't forget tonight.
Our good friend would say nobody must get personal with anybody, because two negatives makes a positive. So when you speak like that in proper English, you're really telling people to go ahead and do it. Okay. But if you say nobody, nobody should say that or do that to anybody. Then of course you will be conveying the proper meaning that you plan to in your mind.
Nice. Fight all the issues. Beat on the program what it is all the government doing, what all they like they're doing, right? Dispute somebody without calling the name about the issue. No, that's not true. It have buses running. I have a person that went to Arima. They get through from San Fernando. They left San Fernando 6 o'clock. They get the 6 o'clock bus. And the next person get a 7 o'clock bus right after. I don't want to hear the person name who make the contribution. I don't hear nothing about the person who made the contribution. Nice. Trinidad and Tobago. Well, now they will say Andy get buyout. Andy's a PNM. Andy's a like bottom Indian. Andy's a like bottom African. Andy's a PNM long time, but now he's showing his true colors. I don't give a damn. I'm a PNM, UNC, if TLP this. I'm a Trinbagonian. Most importantly, I see Pitbull on radio. Ruff, ruff, a bad dog. That one all on the show.
Remember, people, PTSC sells tickets in advance, so try and get it because this incident seemed to be covering 3 days.
Nice. After God family comes first. Be safe on the nation roads. Hey, thanks so much, Director Snipes, Lennox Smith, and all of you that choose to come out here and support Talk City 91.1 FM radio station with its big program from 6 to 9, The Ground Report. Coming up next, Mr. X, Stefan Rees, Off the Record. Our next big program. We are out of here. Until tomorrow morning, please go.
Saturday, June 6th, we head to Desperados Pan Theater for We Jammin' Still. That's right, we jamming at Desperados Pan Theater, number 6 to 8 George Street, Port of Spain, with performances from Republic Bank Exodus, Kuva Joylanders, BP Renegade, Massey Trinidad All-Stars, and Desperados Steel Orchestra. Also featuring the Prison Service Band, Ziggy Rankin, and surprise guest artists. Gates open from 5 p.m. Showtime 6 p.m. Tickets $150 in advance, $250 at the door. No coolers allowed. Tickets available at all participating bands. Saturday, June 6th, we head to Desperados Pan Theater. We jammin' still.